Hey yo, I go in the towns, blowing it down, smoking a pound now. That the kid is just hungry. 3 rocks, 30, give up a 20 now. 50 mil, I feel it, reaching my quota. Any beef and it's over. I'm real subtle, put bleach in your soda. Dog, don't make me out to put your teeth in your soda. Yo, duck, dope fiend, fell asleep in the Cobra now. I get the trees from Autobahn, take them overseas to the Autobahn. Big jewels and they iced out, nice trucks, big rims, piped out. I see your wife out, she hopped in, I hopped in her, then hopped right out. That's what my life bout. I get head with the lights on, lights out. I used to drop Lewinsky off at the White House. I guess so, man. Holla at me, Bill. Never. Jim Jones, Santana, Harlem, Freaky. Never. Yeah, you ought to know, man. I got him. Santana, come check out your boy. Still popping, still rocking, still watching. I still got it, yeah. Still grinding, still pitching that Phyllis Hyman. I ain't lying, nope. Still on my pimp shit, still on my dip shit, yeah. You dipshits is still on my hit list. Still play lotto, win fast, still on my quick pick. Yeah, still trying to get rich quick. Yeah, I'm still trying to hit chicks with stiff dick. I'm about big chips, yes, true grandma. This is the zoo, I'm the zookeeper. He's Zoolander, apes, wolves, gorillas, a few pandas. Got 2 hammers, come in and shoot grandma. With a crazy motherfucker, 380 years Daisy motherfucker. Oh, you ought to know by now, man.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. It's your girl, Robbie Privilege, Miss Oshun, and little Miss, she here, and she here. Honey, and we about to get into it tonight. Hello, ladies.
Hello, Robbie, darling.
Miss Ma'am.
Yes. Hey. I thought I had about 30 more seconds on that song.
Wait a minute. Did I hear him say he dropped Miss Lewinsky off? Did I hear somebody say that? That's what they said?
Absolutely. And put bleach in the soda. Absolutely. Hey, that is literally my favorite. It's my favorite song ever. It always has been. And I mean, because it speaks to, you know what I'm saying? It speaks to who I am, honey. Let me stop. I won't do it. I'm so innocent. So innocent.
I was like, wait a minute now. Let me what? Like, okay, let me chill. These niggas is wild.
Y'all is a whole man.
I'm trying.
Oh, let's talk about it. Now, there has been a lot of traction in the news lately with Papoose and Remy Ma and Claressa Shields. It is the story that keeps on giving and it never wants to stop. Honey, Christmas season has set it off yet again. Social media pundits are like, oh, he left you and he was with his baby mama and you look stupid being a side chick. And in my opinion, he's the problem. Now, she here don't think that he is the problem. And Miss Lola is in the middle. So we're going to talk about it tonight, and we want y'all to engage in the chat and make your opinions be known. I think we should start with a little video clip. What do y'all think?
Wait, before we do this, I want you to know, for my stress reasons, I don't watch the news. So I have zero context on who did what and or why. And so, is this gonna lead me there, or should I ask more questions?
I think it's gonna lead you there. Okay, so for those of y'all that have been on my page, paying attention to my little playlist and stuff like that, I do have a playlist titled Papoose, Claressa Shields, and Remy Ma. And it talks about like their whole thing, like when it first popped off, with everybody knowing publicly what was going on. The people, the people in the chat, they put us in the group chat and we didn't ask to be there. We didn't want no parts of it, no parts at all. But Remy Ma got upset at Claressa Shields for an interview that she did, where she lightly mentioned her. It wasn't really that deep. It was just like, yeah, his chick or whatever. What's up, Triggs? His chick, yeah, she is what it is. So on and so forth. This sparked major tension last year. So Remy Ma went live and she was like, I feel sorry for this girl. You're 30 years old. You're attaching yourself to a 47-year-old man. He got upset when I didn't want him to be my manager anymore. So on and so forth. She gets to talking about all of that. And Clarissa's like, my man. So during the past year, Claressa Shields has gotten a lot of negative press. She's got into it with Layla Ali, which is also covered. And that situation between her and Layla Ali, I thought it was a little whatever. Layla Ali, she didn't need to do her like that. And, whatever. You guys can check that out. That's also in the playlist. But this holiday season, he was with Remy Ma and their daughter, allegedly. Claressa said he was with his mama. She crashed out. She went to Louis Vuitton, was showing cash. She was like, cash. And she bought herself some luggage at Louis Vuitton, deleted the post, and then said that, it was Papoose that bought it. What's up, Hustler, Muscular? Happy New Year's. So everybody on social media is basically Claressa Shields looks like a fool. There was moments where she tried to get a kiss from him in public. He didn't want to give her a kiss. They're saying it's really business. He's in business. She's in love. Like, it's a lot.
Okay.
So wait a minute. So I just want to duly noted this very biased intro that Raw G just gave, because she completely left out Easy the Block Captain, as well as Remy Ma and her foolishness, because they're the ones that set this off. Hey Ebu. That's my Raw G impersonation of how she speaks to Sal. Hey Ebu.
Yes, you know what, Dr. Nikki, you are right. I did leave that out. So before Papoose started to have this relationship with Claressa Shields, Remy Ma was out here being a hoe. I'm not going to hold you.
Okay.
She, after Papoose held her down for, 7 summers and 6 winters and whatever else, she came home. They blew up on Love and Hip Hop or whatever else. When she decided she didn't want him to be her manager anymore, she was sleeping with Easy the Block Captain. It was very much a messy situation. Papoose and Easy the Block Captain got into it. Okay, they got into it. All right, so there's that. But
question: if that happened, right? What does she mean? He was begging to stay with her. Like, what is that about?
Wait a minute. First of all, Miss Oshun, let me back up, because Raw G is still tripping over there. So she's cheating already. So to add a little bit more context to this, Easy the Block Captain was not just some dude, okay? Remy Ma has her own battle rap like company circuit, what have you, and Easy the Block Captain was one of those people. So you got this dude grinning up in Papoose's face, you know what I'm saying, while he slicing his wife on the low. So allegedly that's what the fight or the knockout came from. He said it wasn't because you slept with my wife, it was the fact that you shook my hand and then you slept with my wife. Okay. So he's not just some dude, although I think he is. Remy Ma definitely has a type, because this dude, before he got his teeth fixed, kind of looked like a poor woman's Papoose. And, so there's a lot more stuff going on here, but she just completely glossed over that as if Remy Ma is, just, I don't know, couldn't resist this dude. And, this was just some dude that was really a come up, because he's very much a step down.
Okay. But I never said he was a come up. My thing is, right, so let's Let's start with the video that I did the other day because this is really what set it off for me and Miss She here. Okay, let me pull it. Let me put it into the StreamYard. Okay, because we got to give it real context. Where did it go? Which one? Where is it? Child,
Right, but Oshun had a question though. So what was your question?
go ahead,
Well,
Oshu.
that was that the my question was if she was running around saying, well, trying to say in public that to make Clarissa, upset or jealous that, well, you're with him, but he really want to be with me. I don't know no man that would say what Papoose said about shaking another dude's hand and having that level of embarrassment and them wanting to, like, begging to be back up in vagina that is basically a pass around situation. I don't know no man that beg to be back up in no vagina like that. But if he was begging, that's news to me. That's the first time. So that's what I'm saying. That's why my ears perked up. Like, wait a minute, he begged to be with you? Like, what is this?
But this is the thing. This is the thing. You would think someone that said that would go ahead and file a divorce, right? Now, I pulled up and last year that he had filed the paperwork because she wouldn't file the paperwork. He filed the paperwork. Their divorce is not moved at all. It's high key on hold.
Okay.
So it is not making no moves at all. As a matter
Well,
of
it
fact,
hasn't been quite a year.
well, May, but still, like they're not. Mm,
But see, she lied and said that the reason why it wasn't filed was because of his attorneys and whatnot, when she hasn't filed, because both of y'all can't file at the same time. One
Right.
person has to file in the state of New York. So again, I'm not playing with Miss
New
Antisocial
Jersey,
Butterfly tonight
New
on this
Jersey.
one. Because she done started off the conversation trying to win you over, Miss Oshun, and I'm just not even gonna have it. Like, so go ahead and drop your little video.
Hey, YouTube unfolded. This is where it started. This is
Don't
where it
play your little
started.
biased video.
Okay.
I need to see
Hey,
it. I need to
can
see
y'all
it
do me a
now.
favor? Can y'all take us out the group chat? Okay, so let's talk about it, honey. Pick Me Nation is on the rise, honey. The girls are mad. The girls are mad. And they don't have any of the problems that Claressa Shields nor Remy Ma has in this holiday season. And ho. But here's the tea. Everybody is talking about how Claressa Shields is a fool. She's chasing behind a married man. And they're not talking about how Remy Ma stepped out on her marriage in the first place. And what they really not talking about is Papoose. Sorry, not sorry, but Papoose is the problem. If him and Remy Ma want to work out their marriage, cool. More power to him. We always here for black love. But Papoose is the one running up underneath behind Claressa Shields while still playing in Remy Ma's face. Let's be for real. Remy Ma done told you when she was out here talking mad trash on Papoose that he was a bum, he was using her, she was the one providing all the money. So is it a stretch of the imagination to say that he would be doing the same thing to Claressa Shields? Absolutely not. But what is absolutely disgusting to me is so many women blaming Claressa Shields. Clearly, this is Papooses MO. Like, and you can't save her because the reality is most women cannot be told what to do when their heart and their coochie is involved. So, like, maybe stop tearing down Claressa Shields and start focusing on what the true problem is. Papoose having a relationship with another woman while he is still married. Yeah, nah, I'm not absolving her. Claressa Shields should know better. But I'm just really tired of all the pick me's trying to be like, well, she shouldn't, and she shouldn't, and she shouldn't, and she shouldn't. Neither one of these women are winners in this situation, if we being honest. Just my little unpopular opinion. Have a good day. Bye-bye now.
You hear that foolishness?
Okay. Okay.
You hear that foolishness?
Bro, okay, sis. I'm gonna tell you like this. At this point in the game, I don't care that he married. he's separated from his wife. He's allowed to do whatever he want to do. The only marriage that he has is a legal one, not an actual one. At this rate, like if he was not a celebrity and I knew that him and his wife had been separated for over a year, they're in the process of getting a divorce, there's no more intimacy, they've moved on, like, or whatever the case may be, I'm not holding that against nobody if they move on to another relationship while their divorce is settling. It's when they're actively in a marriage, like when he was with her in the beginning
and
cohabitating, and then you go out there sharing your vagina and then bringing that dirty ass shit back to him so he can catch AIDS. I'm just saying, like, that this is what I got a problem with. But after you show me that, like, at this point, he's not cheating. He's not cheating. Like, that doesn't qualify as cheating given the situation. And honestly, if it was another circumstance, I wouldn't find no fault in him for being with Claressa. As far as him being a bum, I don't want to hear shit about him being no bum. Bitch, you married him, so that makes you a bum bitch. He didn't stop. If he a bum now after the money involved, he was a worse bum before. And you married him and you was sucking his dick, okay, swallowing that, all that shit. Don't tell me he a bum now. I don't want to hear it. If you feel like you don't want to be with him, shut the fuck up and go with whoever the fuck else. Like, why is you still talking about this man? Like, really? It sounds to me like Remy Ma still got her pussy someplace else, but her mind is on him. And Claressa kind of know that, and she want to exert her dominance in some way because she feels like, well, she's the new woman now, and Remy Ma has to respect that. But it's like there's this familial situation with their children together, so they have to maintain some level of respect. But they clearly don't respect one another for obvious reasons. But at this point, I don't see what he's done that's dusty other than be faithful to a bum bitch. No, I don't know. What is he dusty about?
This is the thing. The women are sitting there and they're putting the hat on Claressa that he doesn't love her, that he doesn't want to be with her. And they are really tearing her down on social media, which is the point of the video, because he's still married to Remy Ma. Now, there have been, body language experts, indicators, whatever, that say that, he doesn't really want to be with her. He was on the Breakfast Club and they were talking about black love, right? And they kept bringing up Remy Ma. Papoose did not check DJ Envy. Papoose did not check Charlamagne. Papoose did not check Jess with the Mess or Lauren. He didn't put them in their place. Like, listen, the situation with me and Remy is over. I'm in a new thing with Claressa. Please don't talk to me about black love because that's not the music that I'm here to promote. Hey, Clark. Hey, Joe. Hey, Big George Forever. Hey, YouTube Unfolded. That's not, hey, Sock Passe. Hey, Little Rock, yo. That's not what he said. He essentially let her get vilified and demonized on the Breakfast Club. Then
wait, pause, flag on the play. On the play. Okay. You cannot let someone be villainized when, first of all, the interview that she's talking about happened on the Breakfast Club. And they were talking about Papoose and his most recent project. It had nothing to do with Claressa Shields. She was sitting off in the back being a supportive girlfriend like she's supposed to, because the interview was not about her. She interjected herself into a conversation that had nothing to do with her, because what Envy and what's the other little light-skinned dude's name? That's Envy. Envy and Charlamagne were basically saying is that because they were friends and supporters of Remy Ma and Papoose's relationship, that they was hoping that they could work out the friendship part, because the relationship is, irreparable at this point. Mm. And so Claressa interjected her 2 cents by saying, well, divorces take time, but they weren't talking to you. And if Papoose is the expert on this situation, and he was also the purpose for, the interview. So I don't see how he allowed anybody to vilify her when she put her mouth in business trying to be seen, when it wasn't about her and it wasn't her time to be seen. It was about Papoose and his project. So,
I see.
hey Joe. So do you see my point? Like,
Yeah,
how
I see what
can
you're saying.
we hold him accountable for her running her mouth about something that has nothing to do with her as far as that marriage? She's not a part of that marriage or the dissolution of that marriage. That has nothing to do with Claressa. She can't force it. She can't, you know what I'm saying? The only thing she can do is pay for the attorneys, but she can't negotiate. She can't divvy up, whatever assets they have. She can't determine, custody agreements, any of that. So it's like, Miss, you're on the side. Sit on the side.
And again, this is where people be sitting there talking mess about Claressa Shields. At the end of the day, if I know I'm going to do an interview and someone is going to ask me about a business relationship slash romantic relationship, and that's going to be offensive to my current partner, they're not going to be in the studio, and I'm a whole woman. As a whole man, he knew that they were going to ask about Remy Ma in that situation. He should not have
But
had
she
her
knew
there.
that too.
Hold on,
She
hold,
knew that too.
but I didn't interrupt you. Hey, Clue, but I didn't interrupt you.
Oh
So,
God. But see, she did. So you see how this is a problem? She did the same thing.
Lord
So go
Jesus,
ahead.
help
Go
the Lord,
ahead.
Lord, help the Lord. So
Look at
if you know
God.
that, if you know that someone is
Hey,
going to
Clark
come
Clark.
into the room and they're going to be, hey, Nightish, hey, Clue, and you know that they're going to be emotional, potentially, you don't have them in the room. It's bad for business and it's bad for the relationship. But let's take a brief look at a couple minutes. Thank you.
Wait. I still got something to say before you play that, because we're
Okay.
talking about somebody who is a top tier athlete. And in order to be the best at your game, you have to exercise discipline. So why are those skills not transferring over into their relationship? You need to be
Because
quiet.
she not in a
Well,
She
boxing
needs
well,
to be
ring.
quiet.
Nikki,
She
let
not
me
in a
say this.
boxing ring.
But see, okay, let me say this, right? Claressa is an athlete, right? But she's used to being on the defensive. And right now, what I hear is she felt offended by what was happening, and she wanted to quote defend him, but she doing too much in that moment, because even if she felt like they was trying to clown him, she has to let him defend himself in this political arena. And I'm gonna call it a political arena. Even if she wouldn't have said anything, right? This is politics. When you an artist and you dealing with extremely well-known radio hosts and things like that, things can get messy real quick, and your career is always on the line, and people know everybody. It's politics. You can't have your feelings in politics. Even if they would have said something kind of snarky, she knows why he really there is business, and she knows how that business is. Let's say the underbelly of the business. So she, in my opinion, what I'm hearing is she was just doing too much, and she felt like she needed to defend her position as the girlfriend, because it sounds like she don't like being called the chick that's sleeping with the married guy. She don't like being called that, but that's essentially what she's doing, obviously for good reason, because he's not in a relationship anymore. But she don't like it, and she's trying to defend herself, and that's what it comes off as. And here's the thing: we all make decisions like that. Sometimes we jump in conversations with our man where we shouldn't have. We speak up for him when it was just his role to say something, and we kind of like might do too much in a moment because we feel defensive over him even. But just like with your children, your male children, you can't always, as a mother, jump in there to save them, because you're going to be corrupting them if you keep doing that. You got to give them room to practice doing that shit on their own, because like him, he need to do it on his own. But I don't see where she's like doing anything so bad. Like I don't see it.
But the
She
thing
was
is,
not a
he's
part of that
still
conversation, and she should have stayed that way. And that's,
True.
I mean, and being that she is who she is and he's who he is, and they're in the situation that they're in, again, Miss Ma'am, I mean, you're a little rough around the edges and a little bit unpolished when it comes to this media stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas clearly he's a lot more polished than she is with
Mm-hmm.
this media stuff, and she should have followed his lead because it's his
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
And they were not
well, we're
disrespectful. Wait, they were not disrespectful to her. They were having a conversation with him.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna listen to the video. Joe, stop calling her that. We're gonna listen to the video and see how everybody feels after.
Somebody said, that was a depressing media. It was a hard time because we know y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
no, but y'all know us, but sometimes people pretend like they don't know us. That's what get on my nerves.
I think for most people, it's like, what happened? Like,
I mean, like I said, y'all was there every step of the way. Y'all was there when I was riding up there to the prison. Y'all see me fighting court officers getting thrown out of the courtroom. It was in the newspapers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen everything. How can I come to y'all and say something didn't happen? Y'all got to stop, man. Like, come on. So I think
during that time, I know for myself, I just wanted y'all to fix it because I've known y'all so long, and not fix the relationship, just the friendship, the parenting, just fix that part. That was the most important thing, right?
That takes time. Like it's a divorce. It's not.
See who was talking to her
overnight. You know what I'm saying? But people's life don't stop because of that. You know what I mean? It's papers, it's time, it's all this stuff that gotta happen. But at the end of the day, we move forward with our lives. Like
I wish her the best.
For sure.
We got some great, amazing things going on. And like I said, this is my best friend right here, man. We living our life.
We've been together over a year and a half now. It'll be 2 years next year in September. We at the end of the year. Some of this stuff is just so old. It's so old to talk about, to bring up, to keep harping on it. It's like they're separated. She got somebody too. Like, don't act like you're just over here. Like, she's happy, we're happy, and that's it.
Papoose, like, to your point, and Champ, I know you mentioned like it's old, but I think the reason why people bring it back up is because we saw so much and we knew you, and then when everything happened, there's claims of like you cheating and like all these things. And
but that's what I'm saying. So, like, if it's a new artist, I get it. We don't know him. All these years incarcerated, that shit never been on my name ever.
You can't just ask.
Y'all was out here with me. I was coming to the old studio.
I'm gonna tell you something. That is a good point that Pat making, because
come on,
all them years.
Now let's be for real. Should the Breakfast Club have been up there being messy, asking him about, because they weren't talking about his new music. They really were delving into the old relationship. You see his new chick here, you trying to relive the old days, and Papoose is sitting there like a dumbass. Once she say something like, that's in the past, we happy now, you know what I'm saying, moving right along or whatever, then he want to pop up like, y'all shouldn't even be asking me that because y'all was there while I was writing for her, so y'all know better than that. Like, she has to be the voice because he wasn't saying nothing.
No, Rod. If you play it back, she jumped right in as soon as the sentence ended. She didn't even give him time. And if he was to cut over her and say, "Wait a minute, chill out," I got this, it would have looked kind of crazy.
But this is the thing. It was already a minute into the video, right? It was already a minute into the interview that they was talking about this. Oh yeah, because we was wishing you would have repaired it and blah blah blah. The first thing out of that man's mouth should have been, listen, I'm here to talk about my music. I'm not here to talk about my past relationship. And if you listen, what he said was, yeah, y'all was there through it all. So he finished up with that after she said what she said, like, for y'all to even put that on my name is ridiculous. But that should have been what he came out with first and foremost. Like, why y'all even bringing this up? You see me writing for her. So I could get why some people feel like she shouldn't have said nothing, but at the end of the day, Happy New Year's to you too, Drama. Thank you.
House of drama in the house.
You know what I'm saying? Right. She felt like she was being attacked. Y'all know
she should not have felt that way. If you're with the man, why are you like? I don't
know. Okay, Nikki, this is why she felt that way. I'm gonna give you an example, right? I was with my ex, right, and they foreigners, and I was sitting there, and I was at the table when all the family was around, right, and we was all eating and talking and stuff, and a call came from Africa. And, it was a relative, pretty important relative. And they were talking and it was like, hey, we hear that, you're still single and, we really want you to get married. And, my ex was like, well, I'm in a relationship. And now I was sitting right there at the table and they on video call. And he was like, listen, I have a girl for you. Okay. You're going to get married to a real woman. And he kept on talking like that. And my ex was like, was like, come on, like, son, I told you I'm in a. He kept saying that, like I'm in a relationship, like it's a serious relationship, but they kept on just over talking him about how he need to be with the next chick, talking about how good her hips is, even. Okay, totally disrespecting me, but I had to sit there and take it. Because if I was to say anything to this family member, that would be an utter disrespect, because you can't undo that. I had to choke that down. Now, in this case, I was attacked. They knew I was sitting right there, and they did that so that they could provoke me. And they was hoping he would break up with me. At the same time, anything I said, if it was negative, it was gonna work in their benefit, because they didn't want him with me anyway. So this is why I'm arguing right now. No, they were baiting the situation, because that's what the Breakfast Club do. If they're not being messy, they're not relevant. So they were baiting him, and baiting her, because they got her in the studio, and nobody comes. Like, for instance, I'm not about to have a conversation with Raw right now about her ex. Like, what are we doing that for? Because it's juicy? Like, what are we doing that for? I know that she's in another relationship. Why would she just want to go into an intimate situation with her current man right here? Why would we do that? Why would I do that? Unless I want to start some shit. So she was being attacked. Low key, high key, she was being attacked. But what we're saying is, because of her relationship with Papoose, she should have let him defend her, not her defend herself and then turn around and defend him. And like Ross saying, he didn't say what he needed to say in the moment, but she was kind of overtaking the moment too. And I understand why he didn't interrupt her, and he kind of came back on the back end. But I don't really blame them for that. I think this is one of those sticky situations, but I see why she feel that way.
Right. And I want Dr. Nikki to get in here, but I feel like they really just throw it in her face that he's married, and Papoose not really coming out and saying nothing either way. Like, after you say what you say, we're going to show another clip of where he should have been protecting her. Go ahead, Dr. Nikki.
So, okay. So, Oshun, I heard your situation, and there are two observations. One, when you're talking about cultural differences, some things that are commonplace for them, and I realize I'm preaching to the choir, but just for the sake of conversation, some of the things that they do that is part of their culture that nobody thinks anything about, we see it as rude. This rude as hell. And your family can be like that with you. You know, that's not uncommon. We're talking about in a professional setting where you're in an interview with people who were friends or fans of your relationship. There's nothing that anybody can tell me to make me say that she was right in interjecting herself at all, whether she was sitting in the back, because I saw that YouTube unfolded said she was at the table. Well, from the angle that I saw, it looked like she was sitting in the back and came to the table. Because they have multiple cameras in the Breakfast Club, so depending on what angle you look at it. So that's what I thought I saw. And again, I don't have to be right on this, but I am right completely.
No, I agree with you. I do
with the whole thing. She should have just been quiet.
Correct.
And this is not the first time she's been in that situation. This is not the first time that question has been asked. And people are going to continue to ask that question until the divorce is final. You know that. So I don't understand why you still felt like I'm going to take this bait because of who I am. Like, who ain't going to whoop my ass? Well, you whooped your own ass. So keep it pushing.
Wait a minute. I agree with you, Nikki. But at the same time, her actions might have been, let's say, wrong for all intents and purposes, but they are understandable. She's frustrated. And I don't know about you, but I've been frustrated with people saying it's the same dumb shit. Because right now, people don't really care that he was married. They don't. They just care about the fact that he's moved on and it's a public situation. Nobody really cares that he was married to an ex-hoe. Nobody cares about that. But we're talking about it because it's just juicy, and that's how American politics and entertainment is. But she has a real relationship with him, and she's frustrated with the dumbass conversation. Like I said, I'm not holding him being married against him or her, but there is some dumbass people right now cheating on their husband, talking shit online about him and her. Okay,
right. And let's hear what you silly, but let's hear what Remy Ma had to say when TMZ pulled up on her.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Congrats on the network.
Thank you.
So listen, you know me. I love TV and I love reality TV. I love documentaries, all that stuff. We gotta ask you.
Okay.
Can you see yourself in the future doing some reality and even some shock docs? We've been seeing a lot of shock docs, and people are saying, "Oh, it's business."
Well, no, absolutely. We're actually working on something like that for the Remy Network right now. I'm trying to get a lot more of original content. Like I was telling them when I was inside, right now, drama is being told through the eyes of these platforms. We have all these new directors and these new content creators, and they are telling the stories through drama. Kind of like how when hip hop first came out, you knew it was like the CNN to the street. You knew what was going on in the hood. If you was listening to the latest rap records, you know what's going on. If you on the right network watching the latest movies that came out, and that's what Remy Network is.
Anything exclusive that you can tell us now, or is that something that you're kind of...
Well, my talk show.
Oh, okay, wait. So I think we spoke about this before. So you got your own talk show.
My talk show.
And the main point of that is, y'all can catch the rest on CMZ, is that she is loving this shit. She's loving this shit because it's promoting her new network. The drama is being told like it was back in the day on Media Takeout and everything else. So she up there even now with her new dude, disrespecting her new dude. Like, look at this, y'all. Look at this.
Put that on them right now, no matter what's happening, no matter what disagreements we having right now.
Wait. I know. Niggas is not out here trying to act like we was all in the same building and you was acting all tough and hardcore. Like, first of all, nobody even looks at you like that. I know. Do you know nobody believes that you're tough like that? Like, stop. It's actually painful to watch.
What the fuck? What am I looking at? Where am I
That's
looking
her
at?
talking to Easy, the Black Captain.
About him or about Papoose?
About him.
With her wedding ring still on? See what I'm saying? Remy ain't trying to move forward.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm confused. The wedding ring that I just noticed on her finger is not.
It's from Papoose. It's from Papoose. And she talking to her side nigga. Y'all need to see that again. If y'all want to see that again, put a one in the chat. Double tap the stream. Hit the like button and share it out. I need to see someone.
I want to address big draws. Are you a man or a woman? Because I don't think that you can tell us how we would feel in a professional setting. Because the thing is, what I'm saying is, of course, we act one way at home, and then you have to exercise some discipline, some poise, some decorum when you're out in public. An interview for them is work, regardless of who they're speaking to. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're not at home at a card table.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. But I understand what he's saying. He's saying that in reality, behind the glitz of it all, we're talking about regular people with regular people feelings and issues. And
that is not what they were saying.
Who what?
Oh, he said, "Don't be mean."
I'm not being ugly. I just simply asked the question. I simply asked you a question because you made, a huge assumption, because not everybody will respond that way, because some of us understand when we're not being spoken to.
Stay out the chat. Stay out the chat. Stay out the chat.
Well,
Stay out the chat.
like I said, a professional day for her is talking shit and being aggressive for her, because she's
right when they're talking to her. Not to him.
No. She don't know how to come out of that mindset. She's still at her job over here. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and she mixing her feelings in with it. So she ain't being professional right now. Not at all. So it's like, wait. We're
gonna watch the video with Remy Ma, Easy the Block Captain, and then we're gonna investigate a little deeper why Claressa Shields.
Was this a private conversation or this
this was on Instagram? Watch it, ladies. Watch it. Let's see.
Right now, no matter what's happening, no matter what disagreements we having right now.
Wait. I know. Niggas is not out here trying to act like we was all in the same building and you was acting all tough and hardcore. Like, first of all, nobody even looks at you like that. I know. Do you know nobody believes that you're tough like that? Like, stop. It's actually painful to watch.
No, this is painful to watch.
I
You was
don't
just
know.
sucking his dick. Like what the fuck, yo? Like you suck bitch niggas dicks too, and dusty niggas and broke niggas dick. What the fuck are we doing here? This is painful to watch. And you got to let the nigga who don't want you no more. Ring still on your finger and you ain't pawned it, got your money worth, none of that. But I remember an episode of you saying you wanted all your jewelry back. Really? Okay. This is painful.
But let's not forget the time she said, now I got people who are team Papoose and team fuck this nigga. So, she's talked big shit about this dude. So, I just want to put that out there. Like, we're in the group chat because Easy the Block Captain ran his mouth.
This may be true, but my thing is this. Like, okay, so let's look at this clip real quick. Hold on.
Oh, shoot, that look is priceless.
Girl,
see what I'm saying? Why are you
30
doing all
years
that?
old.
Go ahead.
You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Well, why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of your percentage because he's your manager? Got you out here talking, looking crazy.
Okay, hold on. Let me
wait. There's a part two. Wait, there's a
okay.
part two.
Oh Lord, help, please.
Manager anymore. When I didn't want somebody taking 20% out of my check, and I still pay all the bills anymore. When I decided that I didn't like being guilt tripped. Oh, I was there when nobody else was there. That's the type of people that gets preyed on. I did stupid shit like, hey, look at my new truck. It's a push gift. I bought that. So I did do some shit to put the sauce on it. But that's what you're supposed to do when you love somebody and you're in a relationship. You make them see like they're bigger than what they are. You understand? You understand? But when that is then becomes an entitlement and people start saying like, well, I was there when nobody else was there. Yeah and no.
So wait, because that leads us to this video what Joe was talking about earlier, her buying her own Louis Vuitton.
Ma's post, and Papoose was home for Christmas. Look, they said he was laughing in the background. And then look at Claressa Shields' post.
I've been traveling all my life. So never have I thought about getting me some luggage, so therefore I thank Papoose for giving me my luggage.
You've been traveling your whole life and you've never bought luggage before. Did you think maybe that's why he purchased some for you, because he's embarrassed by you and the raggedy shit that you've always got?
And I'm about to pack it on up.
My man, my man, my man, my man. I am so tired of hearing this whole talk about my man. She is like a broken record. You can tell somebody that ain't used to nothing. She keep acting like this is her first boyfriend, and by the way she be trying to kiss him, I believe he may be her first. The possibility that Pat bought both of them the same thing with Claressa's money, I don't put it past him. He already been trying to do a copy and paste and dress Claressa just like Remy, but it ain't working because she don't have no fashion sense.
Let me show y'all something. Let's see if y'all catching my drift real quick. Let's see. Because y'all know, they be saying, I don't, Hold on. Pow! Cute. Pow on their asses with the brown and pink. The brown and pink is cute as fuck together. First
girl, no.
Brown and pink is cute as fuck together. Now, we still have to put... Now, hold on. I got a shirt for y'all. I got a shirt. Where's shirt? This. Huh? Hold on, let me put the purse back up. Huh? Now, I'm going to wear, I'm going to wear it on the outside of maybe like a brown or tan legging or pants or something. I don't know. But this is one of my outfits that I'm considering wearing for the new year. This whole look. This whole look. And there's something about, is this fuchsia pink, whatever? I don't know, but it's super cute. It's really in season, and I like it a lot. So.
This is why people keep on trying to say that you don't have no friends. Now, we've seen you with a girl that you say is your best friend. Everything people say about you, you try to disprove it online. But you're not disproving that you're dumb as a box of fucking rocks. Because pink, fuchsia, is not in season. We are in the winter. That is to be worn in the fall, spring, or summer. This is why you will never be the one, not only with Papoose, but also with the fans. And the fact that you have so much money that you will not.
But I'm just saying real quick, this is a
can we
look warning. Wait. But this is a look worn in the winter. This is in season. This is a summer look. And that is what prompted me to do the short that I did. Like, y'all keep coming at First of all, Claressa Shields is 30 years old. She can wear whatever in the hell she want to wear. If she just, you know what I'm saying, really getting comfortable into her femininity and she want to do what she want to do, let her be great. Let her grow. Remy Ma is almost 50 years old and she's running around outside like that, looking like a hoe. And this is why she wound up cheating on her husband. You understand what I'm saying? It's very real. Thank you, Big George. And I feel like Claressa is a young Black professional. She is coming into her own. You got her cousin going on Tasha K during the interview. I gotta subscribe to TashaKOnline.com to see the full interview. So do you. It's $4.99. But you got her cousin out here coming hating on her. You got this man out here not really protecting her, not being super affectionate with her. Now, maybe it's that he doesn't want to be in the media like that since everything that popped off with him and Remy. That is also a possibility. But he should have never got involved in a relationship with her while he was still married. This is
Flag
why
on the play.
Problem.
Flag on the play.
Okay.
Flag on the play. I have never seen Remy and Papoose do the PDA thing. I've never seen them do that.
Did you not watch Love and Hip Hop New York?
Yeah, I seen
that's different. I'm talking about them being out like they are. Come on now, Raw G, work with me. They're not going around filming, their lives and behind the scenes and all that other kind of stuff. I've never seen them like on the red carpet kissing each other and all this other stuff when they posing and so on. So I've never seen that.
Right,
I've never seen that.
But that wasn't my point. They have had public displays of affection very often. But my point is that because their relationship was so immersive, because everybody got to see everything with Love and Hip Hop New York and their spin-off shows and everything else, right? Maybe he doesn't want the world to be that much involved in his relationship. Maybe he's trying to keep it very business with her outside in the world because they were together for a year before anybody even knew. It was kept behind the scenes. It was kept very private. And Remy is the one that came out exposing the text messages between Claressa Shields and Papoose. And Remy is the one that made it a problem. So this is keep your bitches in check situation. This is on him. And Love is Kind. Yeah, they're separated. But guess what? Does the world care that they're separated when they're calling Claressa Shields a whore and saying this is what she gets because she's with a married man that still wants to be with his wife? No, the world does not care about that. So for your personal perspective, you may be okay being in a relationship with someone that is separated, but to truly protect a future partner or a future mate, you should not be involved in a relationship with anybody while you're still married, woman or man. You should wait until you are divorced and you have clearly cleaned up all the skeletons in your backyard and everything else. Like, what are we talking about? We live in a society where immorality is put up as king, and then at the same token, y'all judge people that are living in amoral territory that you set up. It's really odd to me. Go ahead, ladies.
Sam, I'll say something. So Remy Ma, I don't want to hear nothing she got to say about a 30-year-old woman and telling her about her life and how great her life is and why is she with a 47-year-old man? Like, why would somebody be with you at your age? Like, I don't care. You know how many women that are in their 20s have dated men in their 80s? Like we could pull that up now. Like, I don't give a fuck about what Remy Ma says about anybody at this point. You've played yourself all the way to the left, ma'am. Okay. As far as the commentator on Claressa Shields, first of all, Beyonce has done worse in the wintertime. Okay. Like, and nobody is talking about her, or else the Bayhive will come and get you. So I need you to shut the fuck up. Like really shut the fuck up. No, like you sound just as stupid as, I mean, what you say she look like. You just do. This woman is rich as fuck. She can wear what the fuck she want to wear in any season because she's who she is. This is why we love Trump so much, because he do what the fuck he want to do because he's rich as fuck. And he could do that shit. So it's like when you get money like that, then you talk about what the fuck is supposed to happen and what dates and what colors and shit like that. Like, you don't understand what the fuck rich really means. Okay, whoever the fuck the commentator is. Now to Claressa, I'll say this. I'm saying a word straight. She is not used to having a good man around. I just looked her up in her exes. She's not used to that. She's not used to a man buying her a gift that is actually genuine. And she probably wasn't really into expensive clothes and luggage and the lifestyle, even though she had money, much like me. I'm El Cheapo, okay? But she probably now is getting into that because she's with him and she's living her best life now. And that happens to a lot of us. We go through man after man after man after man after man. And then when we get with the right man, we up in age and he looking at us like, yo, you act like you ain't never had nothing good before. You know why? Because we haven't. And it takes a long time to find something good out here. So I need all the haters to shut the fuck up. At the end of the day, she 30 years old, no kids, with the man she want to be with. And here's the thing. Even if he cheated on her tomorrow, you really think she can't get nobody? I mean, you think she can't? You didn't think she can't get nobody? She can, but she's a genuine person, and I'm gonna say it. She just as flawed as I am. She ain't used to it. And here's the thing: that luggage actually means something to her. You can tell because she was like overboard with that shit, like unnecessarily. It really means something to her because it has something to do with him, and she really likes him. Most men will never see a woman that feels that deeply about them. That's why the manosphere exists, because they can't find women that actually like them for real. Like, so I'm gonna need everybody to stop. I don't mind criticism of her, but hating on her in these petty reasons and ways, it's like, yo, this is why I don't watch CNN. I don't watch the news. I don't know what the fuck is going on because I can't stand shit like that. Like, I live in the real world. In the real world, if you don't got the type of money she got, you don't got the right to open your fucking mouth. Seriously. And if you ain't willing to put your life on the line, you don't stand in front of nobody running your mouth. That's where I'm from. But, you know, you got these internet gangsters that want to run around and talk shit about somebody who they don't know, won't ever meet, and then want to sit and disparage their name because they're happy over luggage. Like, let her be happy. Let her wear her pink boots.
Well, flag on the play, because we got to talk about it. Because I had to tell that one real quick. Wait a minute. Because she did a social media post where she was in the Louis Vuitton store and she was showing all the money. And it seemed as if she bought that gift for herself.
Okay.
And then after it was a post showing that he potentially bought something for Remy Ma from Louis Vuitton, then all of a sudden she went live, talk about some my man. So, you know, this is another reason why I say this falls on him. Like, if you're in a relationship with someone, right, and you're the person that is tied to someone else, be it with kids, be it through marriage, whatever, and you have to step away from them for a season, a holiday, a reason, it is up to you to make that person feel secure. Now, could he possibly have given her money to go and get the luggage that she wanted to give before she went out? Sure. But would it have been more, you know, more sensible for him to send that? Yes, I think it would have been more sensible for him to send that. Could maybe like not posting all the gifts you buying for your wife and child all over social media? Is that also a thing? Sure. Maybe not being in the background while she's posting on social media? Sure. Because you're feeding this dumpster fire where you already know the woman that you claim to be your best friend is catching hella backlash because of what your wife has put out there. like in no way, in my opinion, he's not really protecting her. And maybe he doesn't feel like she needs protection because she got hands or whatever else, but he's not really protecting her.
Flag on the play. I disagree.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to feel, but go ahead.
That's fair. That's fair.
She's not sure how to feel. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. So I had this conversation probably a couple months ago with somebody offline about, you know, their swag or their glow up or what have you, and how Claressa Shields, you know, really don't ever match, you know, Papoose's swag. And, you know, part of that conversation, again, I'm not gonna go into everything, was this idea of you know, before she got with him, those things were not important to her, just like with the luggage. It wasn't important that she have Louis Vuitton luggage. If, you know, as long as she has something to put her things in, she still has some sort of luggage. And now that she's with him, she's a little bit more mindful of branding and marketing and all those kinds of things, which should help her out. You know, she has benefited to some degree with this thing. So it's not about Papoose and a clout chase, you know, solely, you know, just to that extent. But going back to, again, the relationship and this, her need to feel like she's in competition with someone. That's what I don't understand. And that's something that if she had a sister girl circle, they would be telling her, why are you competing with somebody that's in his rear view?
But this is so
you, why you don't have to do all of this, because with this performative, you know, couple goals relationship you're doing, you showing everybody that it ain't like that.
Well, to elucidate the point, I'm going to take you back to the beginning of everybody knowing about Claressa Shields and Papoose. So let's look at this video real quick.
Say it again.
You said earlier there's some things Pap need to handle.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's the elephant in the room. I don't have to say it.
I don't know.
In his personal life.
Oh,
yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Like,
yeah.
but that takes time, and like I said, that's not my place to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll get handled. I just know that from my perspective, I'm with him every day, and when I'm not with him, we're on the phone every day, and we're talking, and we're FaceTiming, and you know, we love each other. So that's just kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's a situation, and it is what it is.
I'm assuming you mean like you want to wait till the divorce is like official. Did that hold you? Did that keep you from like giving your all?
No. No, because we're together all the time.
So the all is already given, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's it. We already talk. We talk about so many different things, and I'm 30, so we talk about kids and family and stuff like that. But
now this is when the shit first popped off, because Remy Ma took their text messages out of his phone and she put it on social media. And I'm gonna make this full screen real quick, and we're gonna read through. Because what does it say on this one portion? Hold up. Let me blow up this screen so I can see. I know I'm an old lady and shit. I can see it.
Right, but do y'all see she didn't follow her own advice? This was prior to this, where she said that's for him to deal with. For him, I'm not going to speak on that. And then the next interview, you speaking on it.
Nah, this is from May. This is from May. So from May till December, Claressa should be trying to say.
I get that.
No, listen.
Go ahead.
This is what I'm saying. Claressa should have been trying to stay in her own lane. Remy Ma has been out here crashing out, going back and forth with Papoose, sitting in the middle of the mall, yelling at the top of her lungs in front of Easy the Block Captain, posting things like this on her social media platform. If you just turned 30, allegedly just met someone 8 months ago that's 47 years old that I knew since you were 10 and was married to since you were 13, and he has 4 biological children and blah, 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 blah. Like, she's been doing nothing but attacking her on social media. This woman has weaponized a platform that has millions of followers. And Claressa's like, Remy Ma, I'm going to say what the F I want to say. Yes, we're going to have a family. We're happy. And you still invited to the barbecue and cookout as long as you have a good attitude. Like, Remy Ma insinuated that Claressa Shields was pressed about her, that Claressa Shields was talking about her. That's why that clip was shown. Claressa Shields was like, nah, I'm not going to talk about that. That's in the past. Remy Ma turned this into a big thing. And those clips that you saw earlier of Remy with the red shirt on, That was from when she was having her crash out sessions, going live, airing out all of Pap's business, down to like pawn shop receipts and everything else. Like, and again, it is up to Papoose. If you decide to get into a relationship and you're still married, it is up to you to protect the people that you get into a relationship with.
I give you that. I give you that. I think he, under the circumstances, like you said, because he is married, because this is a highly politicized relationship, because of how crazy his ex is, because he got children, he does have to keep his relationship out of the spotlight. He has to monitor what he allows the public to see of him and her, and influence her to be as private as he is. But I think he don't want to be private, honestly. I think he wants it to be kind of public because of the humiliation that he feels he went through as a man, sticking with her while she was in prison, and then staying faithful to her while she was in prison, and putting up with her afterwards, and making sure that she was still relevant at like as much as he could do. And then he get cheated on, and then shaking hands with niggas that's really being on some grimy shit because of her. I think he wants everything to be public about him. His happiness, I think he wants it to be public. And honestly, it's not what I would prescribe, but I understand the sentiment.
But I think he does protect her. If she doesn't listen, or if she doesn't, know when to, hey, let me, I got this, or trust. So I don't think that he doesn't protect her. I think that they may have some trust issues. And when she feels like she got to jump out there and say something on her own.
But right, if there's trust issues, the trust issue is always on the partner. If there are trust issues, it's up to your partner to foster the trust in the relationship, especially when you come into a relationship with this much baggage. You're coming with a marriage that is not completed, children that are involved, pawn shop records, crazy ex that done slept with somebody, publicly humiliated and embarrassed you. So once the love is there, of course you're going to feel protective about that. You know what I'm saying? There's money transferred. Now he's bringing her deals for $8 million. So of course people is like, oh, he's only really dealing with her to get 20% of that $8 million. That's why he helped to negotiate that. Like, everything does not need to be for public consumption. And as somebody that has a 20 plus year legacy in the industry, he knows how to navigate these interviews. He's very highly media trained. He knows how to navigate the anti-smear campaigns and everything else. And he's not doing any of that. He's not doing any of that. She got the national side chick, Chris Holiday. He was with his main on December 25th, and he was chilling with her on December 26th. So all that does is fuel the social media narratives, the media narratives that she's just a side chick.
Well, bro, how can that be when he went through a period where he was kind of like out there on his own, and people was feeling sorry for him and pity for him, and he was out there just going back and forth with Remy Ma, and then this girl comes into us like, how is she the side chick if he didn't cheat on his wife with her? How is she the side chick?
Let's keep it real, because a whole bunch of pixies are jealous as shit. First of all, Claressa Shields is not your traditionally beautiful woman. She really only looks super cute, you know what I'm saying, when she's all done up, according to the masses. According to the masses. These people are trying to make Claressa Shields be the carbon copy replacement for Remy Ma. They're not looking at her as Claressa Shields. They are throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this woman, and then telling her she should focus on being a world athlete and a professional and this, that, and the third, instead of just, you know what I'm saying, letting her be happy in her own bubble. Because a lot of these people on social media is sleeping with somebody's husband while the divorce is not processed and the ink is not dry. A lot of these people is sleeping with somebody's husband when the husband is not even trying to leave the situation. So it's a lot of hate because she's a ghetto chick. No shade, Claressa Shields, if you ever watch this back. It is what it is, kid. She's a ghetto chick from Flint, Michigan. She used to run around here with an afro looking a mess. She focused on her bag. She focused on conditioning her body. She focused on her medals and getting to a place where she can now enjoy her life. And again, I feel like a lot of people be jealous as shit of Black women. Oh, you made it out and I'm not making it out. Oh, you think you all of that? You not shit. A lot of these hoes can't dress for real. If we really look at how a lot of people be walking outside dressing, y'all is not walking down no Vogue runway in Paris, nowhere on nobody's good Sunday. Like, let's cut the shit out. That's why I specifically said in my videos, these pick me shits are going after Claressa Shields. When if your argument is about him being a married man and that's what she gets because he's married, then your real argument is with him because he's married. She didn't make no vows with nobody. He did.
Right.
But one thing that you kind of not necessarily overlooking, but not adding to the conversation is with that trust thing. If I have trust issues, it's not up to my husband to get rid of my trust issues. Those are things that both of us have to work on. And she has been in. I don't think so. If he's not the one that caused the trust issues, I don't understand why it's his job to deal with something that somebody else did to me.
That's normal to happen in relationships when I understand what you're saying, but it's commonplace for when you get in relationships, the person you with have to go through a period where they have to understand your pain and who hurt you and then work with you to kind of like help you get through what happened to you in the past. It's not fair, but it does happen quite often.
Right, but as I said, that goes on both of you all. Y'all both have to work through it. Like, you have personal work to do on your own, and then be able to have language for what's happening in your relationship that kind of triggers you or takes you back to whatever pain you experienced that caused distrust. Unless somebody has violated some other things or what have you. And the other thing I wanted to get in really quick, Raw, is that Claressa Shields has been engaged before. We don't know what baggage she's bringing to the relationship that has nothing to do with Papoose.
Right, that's inconsequential.
But I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, but my point is this. If I go into a relationship with someone and I know that they have trust issues or abandonment issues or fear issues, I don't get to go around and gaslight them and trigger them because ain't nobody stupid. If somebody got trust issues, going somewhere and not answering the phone, that's going to trigger them. You know that if somebody's feeling insecure about a relationship, going and being all over social media with someone that's your ex is going to trigger them. I never said it was a solo mission. What I said is what he is doing is contraindicated if she does have trust issues. If she does have insecurities, it is his job to protect her in that regard. Absolutely it is. And anybody that is watching this, I'm going to tell you what, I don't care what nobody else has to say. If you know that you come to the table with those type of issues, number one, don't get involved in relationships with people that are still attached to other people because you're constantly going to be triggered. You're constantly going to be gaslit. And then you're constantly going to be viewed as the bad guy. Save yourself in that regards by eliminating that issue. What's up, Keeper? Like,
right, but
facts. Go ahead.
So he's supposed to ignore the fact that he still has a responsibility and a partnership with her as far as co-parenting with the child?
Absolutely not. But there is a way to still exist in that lexicon of co-parenting without alienating your current partner.
Right.
And him going to New York and spending the holidays with Remy Ma and the kids and leaving her home alone is alienating her because he could have still brought her to New York. Listen, I got to leave for a little while because I got to go spend time with my child and co-parent. I'll be right back. That's one thing. Leaving her all together and then posting all over social media with your family, your picture perfect family. Yeah, that's gaslighting. I don't care what anybody says.
But we don't know that he didn't ask her if she wanted to go. We don't know if she didn't have other obligations or press that she had to do. We don't know any of that. That's because true. First of all, if I have the means, you're not going to stop me from being where you are.
Right, but this is
if my issues are you leaving me somewhere. What's holding me here? I can be anywhere I want to be.
Yeah, it ain't like
No,
he
she didn't
dealing
have
with
no
me. I
luggage.
can't do that.
She didn't have
Girl,
no luggage. That's
get
why he
off your
brought her
own
to Louis
show.
Vuitton.
Get off your own
That's why
show.
he
Put
brought her to
yourself in the
Louis
bag.
Vuitton.
Put yourself in the bag. Put yourself in the bag. Girl, no, you didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Like I see what Ross saying too. Like from a PR standpoint, from from his position, it's not a good idea to leave her under circumstance with so much pressure if you don't have to. But like you said, Nikki, if we don't know why she's not there, and it could have been she had an engagement, it could have been him and her talk. And they felt like this was something they wanted to do because she didn't want to be seen as, needing to always be around and not trusting him. Like maybe
out of her
that's
sight, right?
Right. Yeah. Like I would do that. Something like I would do that. Like that's something I would do. I'm like, yo, go spend time, do whatever you need to do. I trust you, and I don't got no problems with that. That's something I would do. Now, in her case, she's young. She's 30, and I can hear the baby in her voice. She
No, you had some cognitive delays in her voice. Go ahead.
We're not gonna put that on that lady. This is,
it's clear. It's clear. It's clear.
No, this might be her first true love. Stop it.
I think it is her first true love, but she does sound extra young. I can hear she's not very old. But in her case, whatever decision she's making, I give her a little bit of grace because she is 30. Just a little bit. When I was 30, I made decisions that I wish I regret that worse than her. Trust me. And
but at some point, to Big Draw's comment, they're gonna have to be in the room at some point. If those relationships survive and they move forward, at some point they're gonna have to be in the same room together. They're gonna have to be.
But right now, isn't that
not while Remy is still his wife and she's
Not
just
right
a
now.
side chick, because that's always the words that she could throw in her face. Man, you ain't shit, you just his side chick. And again,
but Raw, if she say that, and once that divorce is through, and then she get married to him, now she gonna throw in her face, you a has been. He didn't want you. I'm the one. I'm his forever. Like
that's
nobody
true.
cares.
But hold tight.
Right, but she's the baby mom. She's the mother of his children. I'm sorry. Until you have your
gotta
own
deal
with him, that trumps that. I'm sorry.
She's 30. She want to have kids. Trust me. She's 30. She gonna have some kids. Like nobody.
Right,
she ain't.
but he's almost 50. So is them? Let me shut. Has he hit the wall?
Listen, Hugh Hefner got kids, okay, and he was old. Let's not do that. Come on.
And let's not talk about the dude over in Africa that had a baby at 92. So
that part.
That's not the best genetic material. But in any event, right? The thing
Big Charles, I agree with you. I agree that it has to be after the divorce, especially being that they've made this a very public display of, showing their contentiousness when Remy Ma was the first person to step out and, kind of put him on backstreet to say, hey, I want this other person.
She was the first person to be a hoe. But this is the thing, right? Even if she did trust him to go out there or whatever with the wife or whatever else, being in the background now on social media and cutting up and kiki and hi, that's where he crossed the line. He didn't protect her as well. Nobody said you're not going to laugh and have a good time when you with your family, because you are, right? But you don't put that shit all over social media, especially when you know that I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Hands off, go ahead, do your own thing. Don't fucking embarrass me. And he embarrassed her. That's not the first time he's embarrassed her. He been embarrassing her because it's a fucked up position for him to be in, because that's his baby's mom. But divorce her, and then that's a whole different conversation.
I need to understand what's okay. Now I don't really need to understand. Now, I've seen people take longer than that to get a divorce, and they was actually actively trying. But I need to understand, when you say he posted it all over social media, are you saying that while he was out at this outing with Remy Ma and the children, that a photo was taken and he released it on his social media, or he was flaunting it on his social media?
Photos was taken, live streams was done from Remy Ma's live. He was in the background, kikiing and hi. So he may not have flaunted it, but Remy did.
So why we not talking about her?
About her?
Because my point with my thing didn't have nothing to do with Remy. I don't really care about Remy. We know what it is with Remy already. My point is specifically focusing on Claressa Shields and Papoose. Because at the end of the day, you, Papoose, know how your wife, your baby mama is. So if I go somewhere with my ex-husband and the kids, right? And my current husband is chilling at the crib, what I'm not gonna do is ever do anything that anybody else could weaponize against him. That's what you're
But it
not
ain't their
supposed to do.
business.
What you mean? It's
It's not
everybody's business.
everybody. It's not everybody's business.
It is because
How
they put
you
us in
all
the
get
group
along
chat.
and how you co-parent and all of that. It's not. It's not everybody's business. Who am I to make a judgment on a picture that may not necessarily be what it looks like?
So when everybody is running around and telling Claressa that she's not shit, and she was home alone for the holidays, and her man doesn't care about her because he was over there with this chick and he didn't buy her anything for Christmas and everything else. See, I think when
How do they know?
we hold tight, because Remy Ma posted it all over social media. That's why
No,
I
I'm
said
talking about
that's
how do we know that he didn't get her
Wait,
anything?
hold on.
Because
A question right here in the chat from Big Draws Forever. This is what I think we might need to address right here.
Right, but it doesn't even matter. The point
It
is this.
does.
No, y'all not even listening, because every time I'm talking, y'all cut me off, so you can't be listening at the same time. But the point is this: when you have a complex situation like this, when you have marriages involved and you're on social media and you have independent relationships that y'all are having, and that's on social media. While it is nobody's, what's up, Knowledge TV? While it is nobody's business how you run your home and how you run co-parenting, when you make the public at large a part of the conversation, why is the only one in this dynamic being clowned Claressa Shields? Nobody is clowning Easy the Block Captain that Remy and Papoose were chilling. Nobody is clowning Papoose that he's over there chilling with Remy Ma and her new nigga is there while they over the kids, but he in the background kikiing like a clown. The only
Easy
person,
was there too?
I believe so. But the only person that is getting clowned in this situation is Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields should not be getting any of the social media backlash that she's getting. She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't. And the assumption is that Papoose didn't buy her anything because they said she was crashing out. She was going shopping on live at Louis Vuitton, showing off money, buying that luggage. Then that post just disappeared. And then it was, oh, Papoose bought this, my man, my man, my man. So it's creating this social media storm that really is a play. Let's be honest. And who is this play being orchestrated by? Win. Because they just paid Claressa Shields $8 million for a boxing match that we don't even know the dates of. Remy Ma is launching her network. We don't know who financed Remy Ma's network. There's a Papoose got music coming out. That's why Easy the Block Captain is not in the conversation, because he don't got nothing going on for real like this. So
he's lame as shit.
Well, possibly. But out of everybody, why is everybody piling on Claressa Shields? That shit is whack to me.
I think part of the reason why people are piling on her is just because of the aesthetics. One, if she was, I'm gonna be honest with you, if she was light skinned, that we might not hear so much criticism. If her hair was nice and curlier, finer, we probably wouldn't be hearing so much of this, because people would look at her and kind of compare her to Remy Ma. But right now with Remy Ma, what she has on her side is she has a following that's pretty strong, that was really looking at her relationship like relationship goals. And right now, Claressa is kind of interrupting people's idea of, this is a really good couple. We never seen a man do this and a girl. We thought they was gonna make it, and then suddenly they don't, like regular people. Like, she's getting the bad end of the stick because the way people are fickle. I do agree with you, Raw. Like, she doesn't deserve that, but to some degree, I'm not seeing where what Papoose like literally did that created a problem because like you said, he's in the background keying, right? You said that. Now, when I'm not out, but when I'm with my children's fathers, right, they've done some things to me that I don't even want to talk about. But in front of my children, everything's fine. I say hi, hello, we speak, we do small talk. You know, I laugh sometimes. I make jokes. I make it real believable because I have my children right there. And if he didn't share it, right, she can't blame him for what he didn't share, what he didn't do. If she expects him to be tight jawed, that's not the expectation. He didn't come there to be tight jawed because he could have stayed home and had his kids on a visitation day for all of that. But under the circumstances, she is being unfairly criticized, but it's because people have their own issues inside of this situation. Like right now, the people who see her as what they truly are, but they don't know how to accept it. They even slept with many men that are married, but they see her and they feel like she's an easy target. People see her and say, oh, well, you know, you just young and don't have no kids and rich and you ain't shit. And it's like, for what? And then now they want to sit there and dog pile on him because he don't have as much as her and doing all that whole status bullshit. And I'm like, yo, she catching this heat not simply because of Papoose, but because the world, America is just on some fucked up shit. We don't have no morals no more. We don't have no bottom line. We don't have no scruples. Like at the end of the day, when you see two people that just genuinely in a relationship in 2025, you should be happy for them. I don't care what they have on, how much money they getting or not getting, what their setup is. If they genuinely together, you should be rooting for them. But you know why we're not rooting? Because we got our own problems internally and we trying to turn it out on them because they're easy targets.
No, I think a lot of people just not rooting for her because he's still a married man.
No, I disagree. And I'm going to say with the last part of your statement, Ocean, and I disagree for this reason. I think what is most problematic for me is that when I look at Claressa Shields, I see her behaving like a fan or a groupie, not a girlfriend.
But who are you to judge how she behaves in her relationship? Finish though. I'm sorry. I apologize. Go ahead.
I ain't nobody. That's why she here. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that's how she's behaving. I mean, because think about it, like her defensiveness, a lot of things, although people are putting names on it, she's behaving like a groupie. Like how we fight over our sacred cows and our favorite people and so on and so forth. I remember the Tamara Hall interview that she did. And Tamara Hall was trying to ask her, you know, what is it about her? And, you know, don't quote me for getting this word for word because I don't even care about that. My takeaway was her whole thing was, you know, I like him and he can rap, y'all know he's a good rapper. What the hell does being a good rapper have to do about you being my partner? That's groupie type behavior.
Is it groupie behavior?
Or it most certainly is groupie type behavior. Because what does rapping have to do with you being a good partner or suitable in the relationship that we are in?
But this is the thing. I won't sit there and tell somebody my innermost thoughts of why I love the person that I love. I don't think anybody would. I think it's.
I'm not talking about a deep. She could have said, "Listen, he makes me feel good about who I am as a woman." That's not a deep, detailed conversation. But I'm not going to say, yeah, well, because he can rap good. That's why we together. That's a groupie.
I don't think that's necessarily.
That's a groupie.
I think that maybe
that's groupie behavior. See, you're not going to agree with me because you just don't want me to have no points in all of this. I
do want you to have points. I do want you to have points, but I don't necessarily think that's groupie behavior. I don't really think she was very much media trained before she got into this relationship with Papoose because she really hasn't had that much press on her, like on positive aspects of her personal life.
She's behaving like a groupie. You'll catch it whenever we in the show. You'll catch what I'm talking about. She's acting like a groupie because she hangs on every word that Papoose says.
But
How
she
is
does.
how does that acting like a
She
groupie?
acting like a woman in love.
Yeah.
To
Like,
me.
No. She ain't talking about we have great conversation. She's not talking about any of those things.
But she said that, and when she was in the interview with at the radio station,
But that's a year later. We're talking about what got her into the relationship, what attracted her to him, what, you know, so that now that she is arguing about every single thing because she needs to somehow get her respect that should be given to her anyway if she is his girl.
But nobody's supposed to know that. That's extremely private information.
What? The respect issue?
No, to say, well, we don't know why she got with him. We may never know why she got with him because that's for them to know and them only, really.
Right. Now, hold tight, ladies. Look at this comment. Agreed. She's a simpleton. He's already tired of her. Imagine, if you will, a world where a relationship that you never intended to go public was forced to be public because somebody's wife, soon to be ex-wife or whatever, put your text messages, put your number out to the world, put all your business on social media. Now, every day you get up, you got thousands of messages just like this, disrespecting who you are as a person, disrespecting your intelligence, saying you a homewrecker, saying the man that you love doesn't love you, putting all of this and all of that in the atmosphere, putting negative juju on your relationship, all because you decided to have a private relationship with someone to see where it goes, and somebody else that slept with another nigga outside of her marriage couldn't hold her cookies, and now you got the whole world basically telling you you're a piece of shit every day.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I don't fuck with that shit. That's fucked up.
Look at this. Look at this. She snuck into his DMs in 2020.
Right, but don't skip over what Joy to the World says she's looking for validation and she's not getting it.
No. I was getting it. I'm not mad at Claressa Shields. I'm actually a Claressa Shields fan. I think the one wrong move that she made was getting involved with this man while he was married. Honestly, that's the only feedback I would give her. You know what I'm saying? And this is a feedback that I would give to anyone. Don't ever get in a relationship with anyone until they have fully ended their current relationship. It's way too much baggage.
I agree. I agree. They might should have kept it more light than they have it right now under circumstances. But when they say, well, she's looking for validation, she's not getting it. In what world is every last one of us not needing validation for our relationship? Like what relationship do you get in and you don't seek validation from at least the person you're in a relationship with and the community? Like, what do you think weddings are? Like, it's a communal event for validation of your relationship. If you don't get that and nobody recognizes your relationship as being legitimate, people are going to have a problem with that because we're social creatures. Why are we saying, well, she just wants validation? I want validation. We all want validation. That's how we learn really what's good and what's not, because we get validated when we do good. We get validated when we look good. We get validated when we're successful. We get validated when we do something that it shows that we're a better person, that we're mature, whatever the case may be. So why are we telling her the same thing we want, she's guilty for, and she's not getting it? And it's like, getting it from who? The only persons really that matter is her family, his family, and them too. The reason why we're talking about it really is because the public is showing that most of them are assholes. And we're trying to figure out, why are we such assholes to this lady when in fact most of us have slept with married men, don't care about relationships, cheat all day long, lie the rest of the night. And then most of us are single, by the way. 75% of Americans are single as fuck and ain't gonna get no better, okay? And we're over here talking shit about this woman in a whole relationship. I get it. Maybe they should not have went public with their relationship until after his divorce. That would have been more preferable. But let's be clear about something. He's not in this situation because he's not a good guy. He is. Sticking with her through jail. Listen, I had a similar situation. I couldn't do it. Okay.
Right, but this is the thing. Now, this person, CC, I'm really trying to let you live, love, but your comments are a little bit extra. She's a rebound. This man was in a 20-year relationship. He needed time to heal and regroup. She's a self-centered demanding a child in 2026. I don't think she's demanding a child. And if you follow Papoose and Remy's story and trajectory, Papoose didn't just want one child after Remy came out of prison. He wanted another child after the golden child, but Remy just didn't want to have another child. Remy always wanted a whole bunch of kids. Number one. Number two, that to the first portion of your comment. Yes, he did need time to heal and regroup, but ain't nobody saying that shit to Remy. And ain't nobody running around here telling Easy the block captain that he's a fucking rebound and he ain't shit and he's stupid because he's sleeping with a married woman. So again, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it over and over again until it imprints in your mind. Papoose is the problem because Papoose should not have gotten into a relationship with her while he was still married. Remy is the problem because Remy shouldn't have gotten into a relationship with Easy the block while she was still married. I don't care. I don't respect people that get into relationships while they are still in a relationship with someone else. I do not respect cheaters at all. And no matter how y'all want to call it, yeah, Remy's fucked up because she cheated first, but Papoose is following behind the same trajectory because he's cheating, because he's in a marriage. So why is that not the conversation? The conversation is the two married people in the room is in relationships with the people, but y'all got the most shit to say Easy the block captain is a punk. He's getting punked by his chick in the house on Instagram Live. Y'all just mad as shit because Papoose can't punk Claressa Shields. You know why Papoose can't punk Claressa Shields? Let me elucidate some shit to y'all. And this is no shade on Papoose at all. Papoose net worth is $50,000. Remy Ma's net worth is $4 million. But guess what? Claressa Shields' net worth is anywhere from $1 to $10 million, including that $8 million that she just got signed with for Win Records. Like, y'all sound crazy. She could be as childish as she want to be. She could be as demanding as she want to be. She could be whatever the fuck it is that she want to be. But she is the youngest one out the bunch, and she's getting her paper and she's getting her bag. Like, the fact that y'all keep coming at this young black successful woman, this young black athlete, and y'all want to make her the bad guy is a fucking problem to me. And I'm not gonna shut up about this shit. Like, you got old ass, broken ass bitches running around here talking about how this woman is dressed. You don't see none of them sliding into her DMs like, oh, you know, let me give you some tips on how to dress. You don't got nothing like that. You got bitches talking about her hair, her wig, and her leave out and all of this and all of that. You don't got nobody giving her no tips and shit on how to make her hair look better. Oh, she wear too much makeup. Oh, but she looks like a man without makeup and all of this and all of that. This is a fucking athlete, top tier. Of course she don't got no titties. She's working out every day. Like, what are we talking about for real? But all y'all running around here talking about some y'all girls, and all of this and all of that. Miss me with all of that bullshit. All the people giving this woman criticism, y'all sound crazy as hell. I want y'all to take a trip in the Wayback Machine and look at yourselves when you was 30. Y'all think y'all was running around here polished? You weren't. You think you were running around here making the right moves? You weren't. And then on top of that, you didn't have cameras in your face 25/7, 25/8. You didn't have none of that shit. This woman cannot do anything. She can't even go shopping in the store without somebody having a commentary on what the fuck she's doing. And she got her own family members out here trying to shit on her and hate on her. That's a very lonely place to be.
Of course, flag on the flag. But hold on, nigga. Of course, they want to hate on it because internally, that's what family members do when they can't get a piece of what you have monetarily. But if we're gonna talk about something, for instance, CC, when you say she's confused because she signed with a record deal and she's a fighter, let me tell you something, right? I went to school for forensic science. I work in accounting for the government now. Okay, like don't tell me somebody's confused. I will be confused as long as I'm pulling them 6 figures. Okay, who gives a fuck? And she pulling how many figures? 8, 10? I don't know what the fuck. Like, you need to shut up. I can tell you poor as fuck. Like, sorry, not sorry. You poor as fuck out here. Someone says you confused. No, I'll be confused for 8 million, 11 million, 40,000, million, $1 billion. Shut the fuck up, yeah. Like, seriously, shut up. You sound dumb. Like, you liable to get banned.
Hold tight a second, Lola. So I guess you didn't know that TMT Music is launched by Floyd Mayweather, that Greenback Records is co-founded by MMA superstar Conor McGregor, that Roy Jones Jr. various labels has music on his label as well. Boxer Boy Records, it's also a music company, Boxer Recordings. Like, there's a whole bunch of music labels that have Boxer signed at the end of the day. I don't really
but CC, you saying I sound silly. You sound like you're not even an American and can't read English. Now go sit the fuck down and enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh Lord. So this is the thing. When we're talking about this industry, there's a lot of crossover, and a lot of people are not really aware of that. Like, I think the really biggest surprise is that people don't know where Win Records came from. Like, labels are not just they're subsidiaries that they have underneath their labels. But go ahead. Child.
They don't read, just like most Americans, and they don't read. Go ahead, Nikki.
Go ahead, Nikki. I know you was trying to get in.
Yeah, but I kind of forgot where I was going to go. But I did want to back up to the validation thing. Again, that plays back into this whole groupie love that I'm talking about, because I think that it is probably better for her to seek, affirmation or either confirmation as opposed to validation, because one of them, the two of them out of the three are, deals with empowerment and this idea of what is true and what is accurate, as opposed to validation, which asks somebody to accept something. We don't have to accept anything. And it seems like she's begging for acceptance. And that's problematic for me. That's problematic for me as an older woman looking at a younger woman, that if she were in my sister circle, that's what I would be saying. So my thing is about her not necessarily moving with the value that she has. And kind of, so that's where I was going with the whole, groupie love type thing, because it's almost like, yeah, you might be in love and enamored and all the other kind of stuff, but hanging on somebody, again, they are not me and you, where people are not looking at every single thing that we're doing and how we're moving and in the public, where we got to be worried about cameras and this, that, and this, that, and the third. And that's what I'm saying. I don't go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I'm gonna say this right about being enamored. I can tell that really gets underneath your skin. Listen, when you first meet, they, like she said, they only been dating for a year, some change.
Yeah, they're in the honeymoon phase.
They're in the honeymoon phase. When I was in the honeymoon phase with my guy right now, every argument we had was a fun challenge, and it felt exhilarating. Now, we be having problems over the same thing, because it don't feel the same. So my thing is, she just like me. She in the honeymoon phase, and she's enjoying everything he say. She's enjoying the fact that she can just kind of like relax and just let him say whatever, and he's right, and she loving everything he's saying. Now, trust me, 10 years from now, it's not going to look that way, but let her have her honeymoon phase and hang on that nigga word. At least stay together. The fuck?
Listen.
No, and I don't have an issue, so that's not my issue. Again, it's her behaving like a groupie. I don't think I could be completely wrong.
I'm a groupie for my man. I'm sorry, that's just how it's gonna look. Okay, nigga, it's gonna look like you're a groupie.
But you can be in love and be in the honeymoon phase without looking like a groupie, because hopefully but hear me though, but because that other person should be in that same phase with you, and I don't see that coming from him. I don't see him in a honeymoon. It doesn't matter.
She said,
I don't see him in a honeymoon phase. So it's like they not matching as far as like where they are in. Like, I don't feel like they're on the same page.
But I'm gonna tell you, even in person, like even when Pap was with Remy, he wasn't like Google for
Overly
Gaga.
doing it, yeah.
Overly
Wait a minute
doing
now.
it.
Was it Google for Gaga or not? Because when I said
He
that, you was
was.
just like, no, he was on Love and Hip Hop, and we saw all this and all that and all that. And so
No,
what is it?
what I'm saying is there definitely was PDAs, right? Like
Yeah.
kissing on the cheek and shit like that.
Mhm.
But as far as being
Drugs.
like goofy and shit,
Yeah,
like how
he wasn't
Claressa
ever
Shields
goofy.
could come off, he's never come off
He's never
goofy.
come off like that.
Like
And that's what
even
I
when
was saying. But when I said it, you didn't agree with that.
No. I think
no,
what we're
because
saying is that's his personality profile, just in general. It's not that he wasn't in the love phase, but you can't expect a man to act like a female, and you can't expect 47 to look like 30 in his personality and how he communicates love or PDA or whatever. And I'm just saying, like, she's, and Raw, you can speak for yourself for real, but she is young, one. Two, this is her first real relationship where she's really in love and she feel love. So she's gonna go out her
How
way
she's been
and seem
engaged?
like that. I don't listen, I've been engaged. And I'm in the first relationship right now where I can say I actually feel like I trust somebody, even though we go through shit. I feel like I got somebody who I can actually trust. Like I don't fear that he cheating on me or nothing like that, no matter what happened. This is the first relationship, and trust me, I have 3 children.
Right. And I'm not arguing that because again, I don't know your experience or what have you. But what I'm saying is that when you say what you just said, it comes across to me like this is her first real relationship. I don't think somebody being engaged with somebody or engaged to someone that she was with longer than she's been with Papoose is not a serious relationship.
It might have been
Like,
serious, but it wasn't good.
right. It may not be good, but that's different. Serious is different from good.
She feeling good about this one.
Right. And I can concede to that.
right. And I feel right. And I want to address this, right? So Pap uplifted Remy like he was proud of his wife. He's embarrassed by Claressa. I don't think that he's embarrassed by Claressa. I think hold tight. I think that I think that he's extremely guarded, right? Because Remy embarrassed
The
him.
hell out of his ass.
Let's rethink this shit, right? Because what you said earlier was true. He probably did need to go somewhere and heal before he got into a relationship, right? He probably needs to be a confirmed bachelor for a little while. But he held Remy down while she was incarcerated. When she came out, he did help to launch her business, uplift her, bring her back into popularity, bring money back into their family unit. He stood right by her side, and she fucked the help. My nigga.
That part.
So, and like Nikki said, somebody that he was shaking hands with, somebody that was just supposed to be signed under her label, she was sleeping with him, and this man was able to embarrass him on social media, which is further reason why he needs to be operating with a tighter rein when it comes to the negative effects of social media, because he knows what that social media embarrassment by somebody that you're in a relationship can do and how it can affect the psyche. I don't think
I haven't seen nobody.
I
haven't seen nobody call her Dusty as much as I've heard them call him Dusty. And she the one with the dust. She the dust bucket that is also a cum bucket. Like no, I don't see nobody sitting there calling her a dusty ass female as much as they talking about him. And I'm saying, like, who wouldn't be with somebody who would hold them down that hard? I don't care if they don't have a job. Who wouldn't be with somebody like that? But what man want a woman like Remy Ma? Like who? Not you be hard. Who? I need to know.
You agree with me? You agree? Papoose is not the problem. That's all I needed. I'm done.
No, I don't think. Let me say this, Nikki. I feel like some of the stuff that he's done, right? I would not advise to it. Like I do feel like there's some little bit of some things he could have tightened up with, but I don't feel like he is a problem. No, I don't feel like he's a problem, but I do feel like some of the things he's doing can be misinterpreted.
Hold on, ladies. Hold on.
Wait, DJ is funny. I like that one.
Hold on. He does have a right to be happy, but is being happy dipping your wick in another pot of oil while you're still emotionally entrenched with someone else? Because let's have the honest conversation right now. If you were all in love with someone and they violated your relationship, You ain't fall out of love with them, right? You didn't have no setup to fall out of love with them. They hurt you. They rip your heart out of your body. So now, is his happiness a true happiness? Because he's still playing back and forth games with Remy. They still are in a marriage. They still have to be around each other. They still have to co-parent. And I don't know about anybody in this chat. If you ever been going through a divorce, let me tell you how this shit go. Somebody's always trying to smash somebody else through the divorce process. Okay, there's always this little flirting shit that goes back and forth, especially when it's handoff time for the kids. Don't let nobody tell you no different. I don't care if you got a chick. If you got a chick that got handoff time with baby daddy, you better know there's some flirty shit going on. You better know that when that baby daddy comes in the room, he like, oh, I'm saying, let me get some. Oh, I'm saying, let me touch that. Oh, I'm saying, let me, you know what I'm saying? If you got a chick that and your man got a baby mama, please understand, just out of the pettiness of it all, she like, yeah, I'm saying, look at that. You looking good today. Let me touch that eggplant. Like, let's be for real. Y'all not having real conversations on these platforms. You not. Now, according to
you
CC,
really think that's what happened between them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all really believe that you believe that this woman is running around in damn tank tops and jeans with furs on and shit like that, doing a cha-cha slide all over social media because she's trying to do it for Easy, the block captain, that she's laughing in his face and telling the nigga he not tough? Be for fucking real.
No, I think she's doing that because I think she's doing that because she's desperate, she old, and she washed the fuck up. That's why I think she's doing that. But I don't think he over there trying to go back with her ass. No, I don't see no grown man 47 years old with somebody who actually liked them going back with a chick that embarrassed the fuck out of him on national television. I just don't see that.
But this is the thing. This is the thing, right? He also done held her down for a long time. Like, they wasn't in a relationship for a couple minutes. They was in a relationship for a couple decades, right? When you got a relationship that long, you got kids and shit involved. Yeah, he's gonna be embarrassed, but nobody really knows if they're gonna wind up back together or not, right? Because he had his stuff in her house as recently as May. On May 2025, she was showing people pictures and shit in text messages where she like, come get your shit out the house. Come get your shit out my house. He sending her text messages and shit where he out of the country. Yeah, I'm in Africa. Wish you was here. All type of goofy shit. So as recently as May, they was going back and forth with each other in the text messages. You mean to tell me if the shit is over, y'all got a whole text thread and y'all going back and forth? No. You mean to tell me if Remy was serious about Easy the block captain, she would have even been in his phone caring about what he had going on? No. No, she would not have been exposing his text messages between him and Claressa on social media. That's a dub. If I'm bouncing on the next eggplant, I don't give a damn what the hell you doing. And for Papoose to even get out of body, he did a 3-part. There's a 3-part live that he did that was deleted. I got that shit though. It's on my page in the Claressa, Remy, and Papoose playlist. He did a 3-part live stream where he was going back and forth. When there's no emotions, you ain't going back and forth for none of that shit. You just moving on.
But bro, they celebrities, and if you don't say nothing as a public figure, sometimes that can work against you. But at the same time, he don't have to stop loving Remy for him to say, you know what, it's time for me to live now. He don't got to stop loving her to move forward. He could still love her like he loved her before because it was real love, and say, no, I don't want a relationship with you, but I love the fuck out you. He can do that. He can.
Right, but this is the thing, right? He can do that. But okay, so let me give a little person. Nah. One time in bed camp, somebody that I know was divorced from somebody, right? It was done deal. And on the day that the paperwork was signed, it was, well, I thought we would get back together at one point.
The fuck?
You understand what I'm saying? It was when that person was involved in the next relationship, it's still a lot of terse emotions, right? And I think it's interesting how women can't ever tell how men really feel because men are a Pandora's box. They're not wearing their heart on their sleeve like that for real. Nobody knows what's going on in Papoose's mind with Remy except for Papoose and Remy. But when she be on social media saying the shit that she's saying, she's not saying that at the side of her neck. She been with that man for a very long time. She knows that man. Everybody else is just speculating. Now, Claressa is starting to get to know him. But again, she's not getting to know him with clean hands because he's still married. And I don't care what nobody says, yo. You're not really healing from nothing. You're not really moving on. You're not doing nothing if you still married in your new relationship, because that immediately activates trust issues. That immediately activates insecurities. That immediately adds a layer of crazy, and it tarnishes the foundation on which your relationship is being built on.
I want Claressa Shields to be mindful of her own self-worth and value, and the fact that out of all four of them, she's the one with the most mobility. And I think that's what I want my young sister to be mindful of. But I will still stand on the fact that Papoose is not the problem. And I think I've made my case. Oshun agrees with me. Robbie, you are outnumbered. The chat agrees with me too. So
No,
that was a reason. That was a reason why I came up here. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only reason why I'm here. Like, nah, we're not gonna do that.
Nope.
Well,
you want to watch on YouTube.
Wait,
I got one more comment though. One more comment.
Mm-hmm.
I will also concede to this idea. I don't give a shit anymore that he was down for her while she was locked up, because I'm not giving you kudos for doing something that you agreed to do. I'm not giving people kudos for doing stuff that you're supposed to do. I'm not giving people, let me finish. I'm not giving people kudos for being responsible because they were married while she was locked up.
No, they flag on the play. They wasn't married.
Yes, they were.
No,
according to them, they were
married.
No, they got married while Remy was in jail.
That's what I just said.
Right,
no, you
but
said he had responsibility because they were married. No, they wasn't married.
No, were married while she was in jail. That's what I said.
Right, but
like y'all misheard what I was saying. No, they were not married when she went to jail. I said they were married while she was in jail. They were married while she was in jail.
So it wasn't his responsibility to stick with her when she went to jail. It wasn't.
Right. When she
once they got married, didn't they get married early on when she got locked up?
It don't matter. Going to jail as a female.
He could have.
But what I'm saying is he chose that. I'm not giving you kudos for what you chose to be a part of and the baggage you took on with that. That's your business.
Okay, let me ask you something. What would you give him kudos for?
No, what I'm saying is that so I'm not saying that doesn't make him a good person. What I'm saying is that that's not a reason to put him on a pedestal for that.
Listen, I've seen many people break up over less. What he did was something most men and women would not do, Murray or not.
I understand that.
I don't know if you've ever did a bid with anybody, but that ain't nothing to sneeze at. Okay, doing bids with people
I'm not
and being faithful, that is no small thing.
I'm not saying that. It's the same as you saying that I'm gonna give this man kudos for being faithful while he's married. If you're in a marriage, you're supposed to be faithful.
I'm talking about before. I'm talking about before.
No, I understand that. And as I said, I don't know. I was under the understanding that they got married very early on while she was locked up, but they were dating before she got locked up.
Do you think that was stupid of him to be dating a chick and then she get locked up and then he act like they married knowing that he don't really even know her like that for real?
I agree with that.
Okay, so in reality, his choice was made out of a piece of himself that was more than selfless. It wasn't something he was supposed to do. He made a selfless choice, and honestly, it was the wrong choice for the right reason. But
I'm talking about from the point they got married, she's still locked up. He didn't have to marry her while they were locked up.
He didn't have to do that. He did that to show her that he down for her. He didn't really do that because he had to get married. And I know that he didn't. But he did that because he wanted her to know, not the world. He wanted her to know, I'm here for you and I'm not leaving you in here. That is something most people, human beings, will not do. And I'm telling you now, I give that man more than kudos for that because I know what that took. No, he get kudos.
No, I'm not mad at Pap at all. Again, I don't have a dog in this fight. I was just saying that the Papoose is not the problem.
Well, he isn't the problem. He isn't the problem. He's like he has done problematic things like make a public relationship while he's still married to this crazy bitch. That is a problem.
Look at this shit. Look at
but
this
she
shit.
made a public relationship
Wait a minute. He's a victim. Be honest. No, he ain't no damn victim. Child, you finna get black. Nah, I'm not gonna block you.
So he is a victim of fucking around with a hoe ass chick that made herself seem like she was like with him at first. He is a victim of that, but I mean, he's not a victim of the social media shit because he don't have to respond. He don't got to put pictures up. He don't got to do a lot of shit. He don't. But I understand.
Caleb wisdom. The Christmas thing is a bit much, but this is the thing. And shout out to everybody that agree. You know what? We putting polls in the chat. If you think Pap is a problem,
yeah, I was getting ready to tell you that too. Put the poll in the chat and see what happens. Now, make sure there's a choice up there for the people that feel like on my side, meaning the neutral side, like he has done problematic things, but he is not the problem.
Ocean, that means that you are not on Raw Beef side, okay? Like
she's not on your side. She is not on your side.
No, yeah, she is.
But guess who is? But guess who is on my side?
It ain't no middle part.
She got the poll up.
Josephine is on my part, on my side. Now.
Do I got some people in this chat? Let me find some. Do I got some people in this chat? I don't got no people in this chat. What the hell? I'm by myself on this corner.
This is good fun, y'all. This is good fun. I want to thank everybody that is in the building. Please be sure you are double tapping the stream, hitting the like button, and sharing it out. Yes. But
and make sure that you side with the best argument, which is Papoose is not
the problem.
The problem.
But vote your conscience.
But we're also
vote your conscience. Vote your conscience. Okay. What this
Corey said that Pap should keep both chicks.
Oh my God. See. You trying to get Pap an STD now, okay?
Right, you trying to pass around HPV, STDs, trichomonas vaginalis. Listen, it's too much going on. Okay,
and a couple ass whoopings. So no, we're not trying to do that.
Look, she agreed with everything you said, except Pap is not the problem. Pap is the problem. But now, but looking back on what Remy Ma was talking
he can be
about,
a problem, but not the problem. He can be problematic, but he's not the problem.
His actions can. I'm not saying he, but his actions can.
Emotional damage. Oh yes, let me show some love for the super chats. I believe we did have one male super chat and one female super chat. So I've been slipping on my pimping. That's my bad, y'all. What the hell is going on with this computer, honey? Let me get. Child, wait a minute now. Why my thing don't want to move around how it's supposed to?
Josephine, I know you do not advocate for infidelity, so I don't want to hear Remy Ma, she a pimp.
See, there y'all go with this infidelity piece. Like, what are we doing here? Maybe we need to talk about what constitutes fidelity and infidelity. Because for me, if your relationship dynamics says, well, we both can do this, then what you're agreeing to isn't a matter of cheating. But if you agree that it's not that, then it is a matter of cheating. What are we talking about?
Right, it absolutely is cheating. But hold on, let me show some love for the super chats of the Cash App. First of all, for the gentlemen in the room, this one is for you.
Peter Piper pick the pepper. I said Peter Piper pick the pepper. We gon' run up in it, bitch, and we gon' turn it party up. I'ma shake a little ass where the bad bitches at, cause we gon' run it up like what?
Hey, and for the female that gave me the super chat, this one is for you.
Piper, pick the pepper. I said Peter Piper, pick the pepper. We gon' run up in it, bitch, and we gon' turn it party up. I'ma shake a little ass where the bad bitches at, cause we gon' run it up like what?
Thank you. Thank you very
I'm
much.
sorry, dude looks sus as hell. Like I don't think that's sexy at all. Like that dude look so fucking super faggoty. I can't. Can we get a different one?
You know what? Y'all ain't
Can
shit.
we get listen? It ain't about it ain't about the muscles, okay? It's about what they doing. Like it ain't about the muscles for real. Like I don't
It's the
know.
whole package, just like what I saw.
Yeah,
Like
it's the
my
whole
eyes have been
package.
scorched
Like,
going
yeah,
into 2026. Thank you, Robbie.
You're welcome. Now, see, I knew they was gonna give me head about that. Now, y'all know there's men that run around here being extra, extra however they want to be. Y'all let them be great. Here,
But
here,
Ron,
here,
you
here.
made one before that was really good, but
That's even
Shout out
worse.
to the male strippers. Look, see,
That one there is even worse. Like what in the fuck are you? Oh my god.
she make the good ones for the men. That's what she did. She make the good
Oh
ones for
my
the
god.
men.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You
She
know,
be
make me
having
throw
the
up in
men
my mouth
thirst trapping.
several times. Like what the
They
fuck?
be she be having all these men thirst trapping, okay? But the ladies, no.
But now, seriously though, it was fun speculating. Hey, brother, it was fun speculating on, some of the things that they are actually showing us because, again, like none of us really know these people. None of us really have room to criticize, this whole human element and what have you. But I think it does make great conversation to kind of see where people, fall on this group chat that none of us asked to be a part of.
Right. Take me out the group chat. Take all of us out the group chat.
Yeah.
Because you got a whole bunch of, people out here that's just, they crazy and they talking too much. At the end of the day, like, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. If we're talking about this and we just keeping it a stack, anybody that is married getting involved in another relationship is the fucking problem. But the way everybody's trying to frame this, y'all making the person involved in the relationship the problem. Like, what we doing for real? What we doing?
What I think, go ahead.
I was going to
Go
say,
ahead.
it's not that I don't respect the sanctity of marriage, but in this case, this is that they are not together. They are legally together. They're not together. So in this phase of it all, I don't have a problem with him entertaining other people. But for the sake of the institution publicly, I do think he had an obligation to keep that relationship under wraps. But that's as far as I'm going to take that. I'm not about to sit and say, if you are having trouble getting a divorce on paper, then you need to act like y'all still in an actual relationship and stay faithful. I do not believe that. Don't get me wrong, I believe in marriage, but at that point I'm gonna say no. If you want to do something when you're not living together, y'all don't have no nothing together, do you boo boo, but just respect the eyes of the public until it's officially over. I agree with Raw on that part. But everything else, it's like I'm not gonna go that far. Like that's just too much to ask from people.
Right. If Papoose is hospitalized, guess who can't be in the hospital? Marriage is a contract. Let's keep it real. If, let's just say right now, God forbid, Papoose was to go back to his maker in heaven, who is getting everything is Remy Ma, down to the Social Security benefits is Remy Ma. So when you have those type of ties to someone, I'm a good old Christian girl at the end of the day. Like, God is not looking at that, how society is looking at that. Oh, well, y'all not living together, so it's cool. Nah, you still married to someone. It's not okay, and it's not cool. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this, just to keep it a stack with you. Anytime you get into a relationship and it started off on the wrong foot, you're going to have these type of problems. Claressa Shields would not have any of the problems that she's going through right now in regards to this relationship if Papoose would have entered the relationship a free and clear man, because she didn't even have the ability to give her own origin story about her relationship. You know who was able to let the world know about her relationship? Bless you. Remy Ma, his wife.
I didn't sneeze. That was choking.
Okay, his wife was able to come to the world and tell the world that she was in a relationship with Papoose. There is always somebody that has more power in your relationship than you when they are married.
Well, if that's the case, Raw, then I have to change my position a little bit, because if Claressa and him wasn't trying to put it out there, but Remy Ma decided, because she got a little bit of info on him and she decided to make it public, then that was her being messy, trying to, let's say, muddy the water herself. I thought at first it was them two who made it public, and it sounds like, okay, now no, she made it public and they had to be honest and not lie about it. So no, I definitely don't blame them for being together or blame him for being with her, even though he is married. Like, I don't. This is one of those rare times I'm gonna say, nah, no, I'm good. I don't care about this. Their marriage can. I don't give a fuck about their marriage at this point. No, not after all the dick he been sucking. Fuck that shit.
Oh, sure. What happened was that bitch ass Easy the Block Captain told somebody in the battle rap scene, and they put it out when they was battling against one another, and it went to shit from there.
So Papoose did the right
bottom
thing.
line. The bottom line for me, well, the bottom line for me is that they are in relationships with people who don't respect the sanctity of marriage and don't respect the process that it takes to get out of a marriage to keep everybody else out of it. So Claressa was running her mouth. Easy the Block Captain was running his mouth, which caused the two married people to run their mouths.
No, Claressa was not running her mouth. This is not a narrative that we're going to allow. Claressa Shields wanted to keep her relationship private. She wasn't telling anybody about her relationship. What happened?
I didn't hear her deny anything.
Again, I've been watching this since the onset. What happened was Papoose was in the house with Remy, still living in the house with Remy. Papoose was falling asleep with his phone open while he was entertaining Claressa Shields because he felt like he could, and he was all clear to go because Remy had slept with Easy the Block Captain. Remy Ma snatched up that phone one night and she caught all the screenshots. And then she published them on Instagram. She made his relationship public because she couldn't take the backlash of her sleeping with Easy the Block Captain. She was like, well, I'm messing with Easy, but look at him and he's dating somebody else. And she put it out there. So
again, I remember all of that. But Raji, I got a question for you though. And yes, I'm being rude and interrupting you. Were you watching with your single eyes or your in a relationship eyes?
I was watching with my
as
an independent, so silly as my independent person now. The that was just a whole extra bit messy. And my thing is this: like, even if you're doing whatever you want to do, right? Number one, if you got the upper hand, especially in something like a divorce, never lose your leverage. Never lose your leverage. This is why he's a problem. He had the upper hand. He was the victim. He would have walked away with the most assets, she would have had the most liability to him because she publicly cheated on him.
How are you the victim and the problem? I don't understand.
Because you're too busy talking. Now hush now. Now, you're the problem because when you are in a legal position to have leverage while you're in the same house with the chick, you're going to be sloppy with your shit. You're going to get caught up with your shit. You're going to let her even the playing field. The playing field is now even. Had he not been sloppy with his phone, had he not been sloppy with his interactions, he would have been eligible for alimony and some more shit because she's the one that cheated in the marriage. So yeah, he's a problem. He's a problem because his mindset is too sloppy and he let his emotions run over him. Then on top of that, being sloppy, you now got your chick that's your best friend in a bad light because you ain't having no sense to lock your phone down. I wish a nigga would. Don't you ever put me in a position where I now got to deal with your headaches too. Fuck you mean? Like, now I got to deal with you. Why is your bitch calling me? And I've been that way all my life. Don't have your bitch calling me ever. If you trying to call yourself trying to holler at me and I get a call from the next chick, who is this bitch? I don't know you know. Like, what are we doing?
But Raw, okay, so I give you that. That was sloppy, and it did take away his leverage. So I see what you're saying when you say he is his own problem in a sense. Like he did create that. Like that's nobody's fault but his own. And legally, he's 47. He adept. Like don't get caught out there because legally, when you in court, that's gonna be held against you. Like at
But why are
that
you going
level,
through
it
my
is.
phone?
But no. He fell asleep, and he should know if you fall asleep. First of all, when your phone should go on automatic lock after what 30 seconds or something like that. How you fall asleep and like that, and it's still open to the point somebody can look through it and take pictures and scroll and all that other shit like that. I listen. He didn't have no lock on his phone, and that was sloppy. It was, and I'm not blaming him for being a bad person because he was sloppy. I'm not saying that. So that's why I agree with Raw. He is a problem to himself for that matter. However, he is not the problem. The problem is the bitch he chose. That's the problem. Okay, like
Right, but hold on, let's go back to it. Remy know his password. Now here's the gag, right? If you've been with a man and y'all really got trust and transparency in a relationship, you know somebody's password. But guess what? If I fall asleep right now, my husband can take my phone, go like this to my face. The shit's gonna unlock. He could take my finger and put it on the phone. The shit's gonna unlock. The shit's gonna unlock. So that's why you don't do certain shit. Like that's where discipline comes into play. And I'm telling y'all, take this from your highness. Y'all take it from an expert. When I was getting my divorce, I wanted to date and do other shit. But bitch, I had the legal upper hand. I suffered through until the judge said you are divorced. The hell?
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Being married. It's like, well, one, I think personally, right. And my father made that mistake while him and my mother was getting a divorce. He started dating, but they had been separated for like over a year, and he started dating, and that caused like a nasty breakdown problem with everything. But it was like I feel like it took them about another year to get divorced, but I feel like it would have been better for everyone if we never would have knew what was going on and that he was dating somebody. Now, granted, him and my mother was like having really big problems the last like 2-3 years after their, you know what I mean? But I feel like it for the sake of the kids and family, not the courts and people, but the sake of your children and stuff first. You shouldn't be entertaining anything in a way where it could get out. I mean, like, I don't care what you gotta do. Keep it on a text message if need be, but don't do that because you owe it to your children to let's say wear a face that they can be proud of, even inside of those moments. So I mean, I get it. That shorty like put him out there like that. So that's what I'm saying. He didn't start posting that shit. His wife did that to him, and that's fucked up. But I mean, I bet you that shit won't happen no more.
See, you're right. You're right. But let me say this. My husband does not touch my phone, and I do not touch his. It's his responsibility. It's his responsibility out of my presence to remember that he is married. No one else's. It's my responsibility outside of his presence to remember that I am married. We don't do that phone. We don't do that phone shit.
Listen. It's to the point, and not because of anything that happened with anybody else, but I just feel like, look, if I have to check your phone, I'm not checking your phone. We gonna have a conversation because I'm not checking nobody's fucking phone at all. I don't care what you got on there. If I feel like I got to, we got a problem. I'm not doing that because it's like, if I trust you, I trust you. Like, I don't want to see what's on your phone. Like, I'm not your mother, making sure you're not saying things to people you ain't supposed to say. All of that. I'm not the type that want to sit and make sure you're not liking the pictures that I don't want you to like. I don't give a fuck. Okay, seriously, like. That's to me is so juvenile to do that. But females do that and they always get caught up. And my thing is, again, if you feel like he acting a certain way and you got to go through his phone, like, won't you deal with what you got with him? Like, which is some distrust within your relationship. How don't you deal with that? Like, forget the fucking phone. Like, if you feel like he cheating, how about you just talk to him about how you feel? You don't got to go through his phone, because you don't have to get proof that somebody cheating for you to leave. You don't need proof to leave if you feel like you're in something that you ain't supposed to be in. So why violate somebody like that? Because you don't want nobody going through your phone like that. You want some privacy. And then I get it. Some people feel like in marriages, right, there should be no privacy. I'm not one of those people. I feel like
Me
there should be some level of privacy in every relationship and some level of transparency, but it has to be a balance. It can't be you can't have no moment to yourself and stuff like that. But this situation with Remy, this is just all the way fucked up. Like, this is
But this
all the way.
is the thing, and I need people to understand this too. When we are talking about divorces that involve a lot of marital equity, right? It's all about leverage.
Yeah.
It is all about leverage because you now have to spend time detangling tangled finances. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not the clear thing to just move or leave or do this or do that or whatever. And you constantly got to be watching your six. Like, there's private investigators involved and everything else when it comes to certain levels of money, especially when your spouse has helped you to build up your finances. Like, these are facts. That's why I said in that in the little short that I did too, a lot of people not dealing with the same problems that either Claressa or Remy Ma is dealing with right now. They ain't never seen that type of money. They don't really understand divisions of assets and equity and none of that shit. Like, that's very much involved. It's very much involved. So when you are trying to leave and you are trying to get the best outcome potentially financially, a financial windfall, you don't play yourself out of pocket.
Right.
So nobody would even be able to say that Papoose doesn't have any money if he wouldn't have played himself out of pocket.
Well, I have a question.
Mhm.
So he alleged that he wrote her raps, which enabled her to have the net worth that she does have. So what about that?
Right. So if he would have not been caught up in the situation that he's in right now, right, he would have had more marital equity.
Yeah.
Because he could have argued that she used assets from their marital equity to facilitate her extramarital affair. That would have put him in a percentage windfall to a higher degree. He probably would have gotten like 70% of the assets, 70 to, because she, yeah, 70, around 70, because she has the kids. Now they're on an even playing field. Now she can say, which is what she did insinuate in May, that he pawned her jewelry and everything else for the relationship. So now that takes them right back to a 50-50, and it's gonna be less for him because she has primary custody of the child, which means he's gonna have to pay child support too.
No. I wasn't talking about as far as the divorce and whatnot. I'm talking about as far as the claim that, y'all were saying that he was a dusty because he doesn't have the same amount of money or net worth that she has. But if he was the reason why she has that net worth, then what?
But that's what Remy said. Remy said she got tired of him taking 20% of the money that she was earning and then her paying all the bills. This is why I referenced back in the situation with Claressa. In the situation with Claressa, he's her manager as well. So it's a continuum of a behavioral archetype. He's her manager, he's getting 20%, and she may be paying all the bills, right? So if that's the case, then is that problematic that he doesn't seem to be able to be in a relationship without being the manager?
I don't think that is problematic because I know he has another job that is in the industry, and I think just for what it's worth, both of those ladies are in their own businesses. And if you're a couple, you face the world as a couple. And if you're not willing to, let's say, contract out services that can be had in-house, that just kind of comes with the territory. And it just so happens that she's a boxer and she definitely needs a manager. Now, if she was somebody like me with a 9-to-5, that probably wouldn't be the dynamic. But because of this situation, I can understand why he's her manager. I've seen him training with her. He's pretty good. And honestly, if they're a couple and they're making money like together, like I don't see a problem with that. Like I feel like, yeah, you can spin that narrative and say, well, it's just a continuation. But then again, he has a type. And it just so happens that all the chicks that he with, he influenced them to a way where they get money because of him in the background. We know, look at Beyonce following them. He was a realtor. He quit his job to be her manager and take more than 20% off the top. Okay. So did Mom Dukes. Okay. They were nice celebrity parents. And when they did that, and so, but nobody's going to sit there and say they were using their children. Their children needed parental management in that industry. So, and they took look at Shirley Temple's family. Like it comes with the territory. So
whoever else does that? Shout out to Bishop Magic Don Juan the Bishop. It's pimping. That's what it is. And I've been
it's not pimping if he wrote her raps for her.
It's not pimping.
The raps that she made money off of, if he wrote them and said, I'm not going to charge you for this, then I don't understand how that's pimping.
Yeah, it's not.
She wouldn't have been able to make that. Okay, go ahead.
If I get your hair done, if I get your lashes done, if I get your facial, put some sexy lipstick on you. If I dress you up real sexy, put some high heel shoes on you and send your ass out on the strip and then you make a whole bunch of money, that is pimping. If I write your lyrics for you, make you a hot commodity, dress you up real sexy, give you plastic surgery and everything else, and you make money, that is a hot commodity. But y'all, it is almost...
Well, it being a interest for your husband is fine. If your husband is treating you like that, meaning that y'all have some equity together and he want to treat you like that, that's one thing. But if your actual pimp doing that, okay, fine. But I don't see a problem with it if it's your husband.
Child, listen, Remy was already, this is true, CC. Remy was already famous when she met Pat. She had conceded. She was on the way up.
But he said he wrote conceded. He said he wrote conceded. They met, in the studio.
A lot of people got ghostwriters, so I don't know. But
he said he wrote Ether, not Ether, Sheether. So he said all of her hits, he wrote them. So she wouldn't have made that money if he didn't write those hits for her.
Just like a pimp. Now we have to get just like a pimp. I'm saying I feel a lot of shit is pimping culture. When you really sit back and you look at it, it's pimping. It is pimping. But we got to get up out of here because Lola got to do the family thing. It's almost New Year's Eve on the East Coast. And I know Nikki got to do the family thing too.
No, I'm going to bed.
She said I'm going to bed.
I made my point. I'm going to bed. And the chat agreed with me. Wait, read those stats. Is Pat the problem? No, 47%. Thank you.
So look, we the top 20%. We the say maybe. Okay, we top 20%.
Wait, because the second poll didn't go in there correctly. In the horizontal, it was 61%. Yes, he is the problem. So now, when we sit there and we take in, right, the 24 and the 29%, that trumps that 47%. You ain't make your damn thing. And this was from
with that new math. Okay, with that new math.
That's right. And this is from the horizontal.
That J Dunn math. Okay.
That's right. Shout out to J Dunn. Happy holidays to J Dunn and her pooch. Yes, Pat is a pooch. Listen, y'all, this has been fun. I want to let my ladies get their final thoughts out. We're gonna start with She Hill because She Hill has been so feisty today. Oh my God. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I made my case. I don't think that Papoose is the problem. I don't think that that makes me male identified or any of that. We as a community have been put in the middle of something, and it seems like they're trying to win in the court of public opinion, not necessarily with each other. So thank you all for well, Robbie, thank you for having me. Thank you for putting this together. Because I got on you about, you know, speaking blasphemous about Papoose. And lady, Miss Oshun, you already know what it is. It's always a pleasure to speak with y'all. But yeah, thank y'all for voting with a winner on that regular math, not that new math.
First of all, we're gonna put you in the bag. Thank you kindly. Say your final wait, say your final thoughts on you.
Oh my God. Okay. My face hurts right now. Sorry. Okay. So I don't usually talk about people that I don't know like that, but I have been watching Robbie's her following of this story, and shout out to Robbie for following and keeping everybody to the facts. I have seen quite a few videos from Robbie about this, but what I will say is, yeah, I don't think the truth is black and white. I don't. So shout out to the top 20% that voted with me on the maybe. Okay. Shout out to you good people. New math, old math, it makes sense to us. So we're gonna end with that. But I want to wish everybody a happy new year. And I hope everybody is safe. And I will see you in 2026. And hopefully, I wish Papoose and his new girl happiness. I hope his divorce ends and him and Remy Ma can raise their daughter, you know, amicably. Because the kids is always the one that get hurt the most. So shout out to them. Hopefully they can, you know, act right, or Remy Ma go into a coma or something so we can get a rest of this. But that's all I got to say. Shout out to Robbie and Nikki for holding it down tonight as well. And everybody in the chat too. Even CC, your dumb ass. Shout out to you. But thank everybody. I'll see y'all.
Yes, I'm about to put you to back. Thank you. Lord Jesus. You see, my friends, they are team too much. But you know, shout out to all of you in the horizontal stream, the 61%. That's like, yes, he is the problem. You know, we're gonna have to call this one a wash. I will give Nikki her flowers or whatever, you know. That other chat, she did get 47%. She didn't get that 50. She didn't hit that 50. But shout out to y'all for giving me over 61%. I want to thank everybody that came out today and spent a little bit of your New Year's Eve with us. Please be sure to come back in 2026. I definitely appreciate you, each and every one. This is good content, and we back to it, back at it, we back on. I love each and every one of you. Be safe tonight. Make sure you say your prayers as the new year comes in, and be blessed.